Grab your rally caps and your popcorn. We are calling every pitch of the rubber match live, and it's about to get rowdy. Today on Locked On A's.
You are Locked On A's, your daily podcast on the Athletics, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Welcome to Locked On A's, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day. I am your host, Booney. One name, no filter, all gas. Whether you are riding shotgun in Vegas, watching from the Bay, or representing green and gold from a rooftop in Seoul, this isn't just a podcast, it's a movement. We are not waiting for credibility. We are taking it pitch by pitch, swing by swing. Got something you want me to cover? Drop it in the live chat. Want to rant about a missed strike call or celebrate a Kurtz moonshot? Let it rip. We're in this together. We are building the Las Vegas A's fan base in real time, and this is what it looks like. We are free and available wherever you get your podcast, including YouTube. So hit that subscribe button, light up the comments, and let's watch this thing unfold like a Hollywood script with a green and gold twist. Today's episode is brought to you in part by FanDuel. Right now, new customers can get $150 in bonus bets when your first $5 bet wins. Welcome to a very special edition of Locked On A's, because today we are not just talking about the game, we are living it with you. That's right, live watch party time. And I've got a front row seat saved for every diehard still wearing green and gold with pride. Joining me on the mic is Pete Turner. Yes, that Pete Turner. So buckle up, because we are riding every pitch, every swing, and every chest-thumping moment of Game 3 between the A's and the Guardians in real time on YouTube. Whether you are watching from Vegas, Sacramento, or somewhere in between, this is your clubhouse. Crack a cold one and lock in. Now, let's set the scene. Friday's series opener was a gut punch, a familiar script, another dominant outing by Slade Ciccone. Mental mistakes in the field and a late rally, they came up just a bit short. Shea Langeliers and Brett Rooker brought the lumber. Miguel Andujar kept the fight alive in the ninth, but Clase slammed the door and the Guardians took it 8-6. Then Saturday, the kids let loose. Denzel Clarke ran wild. Jacob Wilson and Nick Kurtz both flexed with monster shots, and Jack Perkins was a bullpen sniper, slicing through Cleveland like a samurai. That 8-2 beatdown didn't just tie the series, it made a statement. The future isn't coming, it is already here, and it rakes. So here we are, series rubber match, and the stakes are real. The Guardians are still fighting to stay in the AL wildcard race, while the A's are looking to take another big step towards respect. Jeffrey Springs takes the mound with a chip on his shoulder, going toe-to-toe with Gavin Williams, who's been quietly dealing. Jacob Wilson's batting .327. Nick Kurtz is hitting like he's been here for 5 years. This team believes. You want to talk narratives? Forget the record. Forget the market. The only storyline that matters right now is this game, and we are calling every second of it live. Hit that stream, jump in the chat, and let's ride this thing together. Pete, how are you, buddy?
Hey, man, I'm great. Thanks for having me. Always fun to hang out with you and talk
Absolutely.
A's baseball. It's such a treasure that we have this kind of thing. We used to do this by ourselves. You know, like I remember going to the Coliseum and sitting in the bleachers and just calling into a Walkman, because the Walkman headphone turned into a microphone. If you plugged it into the other thing, and I would call my own games, and now here we are doing it live. I love it. Thanks, man.
Absolutely. No, I definitely want to get into that later, as far as some of the good things baseball has done and some of the things that kind of just don't make sense. And I think you touched on a little bit yesterday. I think this is one of them, right? Where just give the fans an opportunity to stream games, to watch them, build the game that way. But we'll get into that in a little while. Bill came right at 2 games since the break, and Muncy is on the bench. Bill, you must have been reading my mind, because I thought the same thing when I saw the lineup. A's are going with leading off with Lawrence Butler, Jacob Wilson. Nick Kurtz is batting 3rd, Brett Rooker 4th, Langeliers 5th, Soderstrom 6th. And to Bill's point, his favorite player, Gio Urshela, the 7th slot. And Max Schumann's in the 8th slot, and Andahars in the 9th. I don't mind Schumann in the 8th slot, but to his point, you have a 22-year-old sitting there. Why isn't he batting in the lineup? Why is Kotze giving him a day off? Or is it just to give the veteran a little bit of time? He hasn't been playing much at all, Urshela. What's your thoughts on that, Pete?
It's Sunday. It's a day when you commonly rest dudes, and so I always expect odd lineups on Sundays. And we don't know too, like, hey, get to Sunday, I'll get you a break. Might have been the conversation Kotze had with him earlier in the week. So I try to extend some grace on that, but I also get like the last time we did this, we got Muncie cracking. We got him going in the right direction and give us a chance to help the kid out.
Yeah, absolutely. Gavin Williams for the Guardians, 2021 first round pick, overall number 23 out of East Carolina. They've been waiting for him for a while. Towards the end of last year, it was something else. He's had an okay year, 5-4, 3.7 ERA, 97 innings pitched, 95 strikeouts. When he's good, he's good. And he's been good as of late. On the other side of things, it's Jeffrey Springs. I mean, Jeffrey Springs, since June, has been one of the top lefties in all of baseball, maybe all of the American League, maybe a baseball. His ERA is at 2.9, almost a strikeout an inning. It's been really, really good as of late. What are you expecting here from this game? And what do you think, man?
Well, the Indians are no joke, kind of like the A's. Sorry, yeah, I did it. I swore I wouldn't do it.
I missed that logo and I missed the but anyway.
Yeah. No, and I've been so good about not doing it, but I knew it might happen. Anyhow, the Guardians, like the A's, have had their season sort of torpedoed by a long stretch. This is a serious team. It's a playoff contending team without that stretch, right? And so, I don't take the Indians lightly. They've got a Hall of Famer over at third base.
For sure.
They've got some really, really, really solid players. So I expect it to be tough. And no matter who's on the mound or who's in the batter's box, there's no quarter to give today. You got to get these series. You've talked about this a lot. They've got to win this series. It's on the table today. It's available. I just hope we see a good, solid, steady game. Don't throw it away. Compete. And if you lose and you compete, well, all right, well, then that's fine. We're a young, growing team. Don't give the game away.
Check this out. Jose Ramirez, you're talking about.
Yeah.
His first full year with the Guardians was in 2016. Joined him in 2013. Since 2016, in 2016, 17th in MVP voting.
Yeah.
17 and 18, third in MVP voting. In 2020, second in MVP voting, 21, 6th, 22, 4th, 23, 10th, 24, 5th in MVP voting. Only year he didn't get any MVP votes was 2019. Is he the best baseball player? Two questions. Is he the best baseball player in Guardians history? And is he the best third baseman in baseball right now?
He's not the best Guardian/Indian player. I'm not going to say that legitimately because we're talking about the whole history here. That's Bob Feller. And he's got a ways to go to beat Bob Feller. Not too far, though, right? So he's in a very strong class. The age 32 group is Schwarber, Harper, Machado, a lot of great players. I don't think he's the number one player in that group. Is he better than Machado? Maybe his performance right now is a touch above Machado in terms of career. And then Riley, younger for the Braves, and maybe better. But that's what we're talking about. And I'm probably forgetting somebody. Yeah, it's a legitimate thing that he's the best third baseman. Even better, if he continues to do any kind of regular, even if he declines, he and Machado are going to be amongst the top 10 third basemen ever. Ever.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Game's about to get underway. We got Lawrence Butler leading off, 96th game, hitting 248, 7.52 OPS, 13 bombs, 40 RBIs. He is ninth in all of baseball in doubles with 24, 20th in all of baseball with 16 stolen bases, but 10th in all of baseball with 112 strikeouts. He sat out yesterday. He's going today. What do you make of Butler's year so far?
You hit me to this because I try to extend grace. You'll hear me say this a lot today. But I think Butler's biggest problem is Butler, and it's not physical Butler. He's one of these
Yeah.
guys where I'm desperate for him to do well, and when he shows up, I'm super stoked for him. But there's so many times where something appears to be missing from his attitude. Now, I don't. Maybe I'm being unfair, but that's just I'm sort of forced to see that now, and I kind of liken him to Joe Adell, who thankfully is having a pretty good year this year. Finally, right? I'd like
Yeah.
to see both of these guys find some. Look, I don't think either player like this. They're going to be fits and starts. It's going to be chaotic. They're not going to be metronomes like Soto, where it's like every day I'm going to do something. But I don't know if this is a year of seasoning for him, and next year he's like, okay, I'm fully established, I'm fully here. He wouldn't be late to the party. That happens right around now for these kind of
Yeah.
guys. So
He's
I'm
only
hopeful.
24 years old, right? He's 24
Yeah.
years old. He's still a young kid. He had a lot of, he had that big second half last year. Then all of a sudden he has all sorts of pressure put on him on this year, what he's supposed to be, all that good stuff. And obviously it's been a little bit of disappointment, but he still has a lot left in him. I like the player he is. His attitude has gotten a little bit better, but I think that has a lot to do with age as well. We saw that the other night on Friday with Soderstrom too. Little lackadaisical, not all there sometimes. But when you really look at, hey, 23 years old, it's like we got to catch him a little bit of a break.
Yeah, I mean, you think about someone like Jason Worth going way back, right? He had to leave a couple of teams before he figured it out in his late 20s. And then he was great. What was Chase Utley doing at 24? I mean, he wasn't thriving at the major league level.
Right.
So there is time, right? We should be suspect. He's earned that, but let's be hopeful too.
Yep. And we go 1-1 count to Butler. Took the first pitch. Most of the year, he's been attacking that first pitch. He seems to be a lot more disciplined as of late. He spit on a little curveball in the dirt, which is good. So, line drive. He's hit the ball hard. Line drive foul. 1-2 count. Here's the key. Can he stay alive against a strikeout pitcher? Put the ball in contact. Have a disciplined at bat. We've seen a better Butler as far as that, as far as not striking out.
Yeah. If you get me 5 pitches per at bat, you're competing, and I'm cool with that, and I'm cool with the outcomes if they don't go your way, because you're competing and you're forcing the opposition to do something to get you out more than what just swinging. Yeah.
And right now he's on pitch number 5 is coming right now on a 1-2 count. Spit on another one in the dirt, and that's what I want to see. 2-2, working the count. Pitch 6 to your point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good pitch. Curveball, bottom of the zone. I think it barely got the bottom of the zone. Hey, little disappointed in it. It's a good at bat. I'm all right with that. That's a hell of a pitch. I think it was a good call by the ump. According to, real easy to say it on the strike zone. Looked like it caught the line. That's the big thing. It was like, how does he miss that? Pretty easy when we're watching lines. But I'm okay with that at bat.
And also Williams gets to be great at pitching, and Hedges gets to be good at calling a game with Williams. These guys get to be good and execute. And by the way, you execute this time, okay, but we'll see what happens next time. These things stack up, and Butler, I think Butler's going to be fine today.
Jacob Wilson looked like he got jammed with a ball up and in. He's always ready to hit. Went with one of those kind of check swings that caught his bat, dribbled right back to the pitcher. Second out. Now he's on the first pitch, but that's kind of been Jacob Wilson's thing. And here comes the masher. If he's gonna be calling him off out all over the plate, I don't mind that. Just make sure it's both sides there, Blue.
Yeah.
Just make sure it's both sides, son.
To say that's in the black, maybe a little hard to always tell from this angle, but to say that was on the black, all right, let's keep an eye on it.
Yep. No question. But, this kid's been mashing. This kid's been unbelievable as of late.
Yeah. Well, I'll say this for 22-year-olds, regardless of when they debut, he's become a historic player. There aren't 100 better players than him at that age to have this many home runs, and his season isn't over yet. He's got a chance to get into maybe the top 20, top 30, top 20, 22-year-olds of all time in terms of home runs.
And
he didn't start the year with the team. That's so crazy.
Unbelievable. I mean, right now, 270, and he was in the low twos for a while. 18 bombs, 47 RBIs, 933 OPS. Strikes out on a high heater. That needs to come down a little bit. Pete, I'm going to take a quick break, run this ad, and we come back. We'll get to the bottom of the two. Let's talk about a team that always delivers. SupplyHouse.com. Just like the A's young core showing up when it counts, Supply House is built for the pros who get the job done. Whether you are a plumber, HVAC tech, or electrical wizard, this is your go-to site for tools, parts, and wins. Their website, it's cleaner than a Jack Perkins relief outing. Easy to navigate, packed with product info, how-tos, and over 200,000 parts from 400-plus top brands. From Sacramento to the Strip, they have got you covered coast to coast with lightning fast delivery. And here is the bonus. If you are a trade pro, sign up for their free Trade Master program and get perks worthy of an all-star. Priority support, free shipping, and discounts on every order. No bots, no nonsense, just real people helping real pros. A's fans trust the youth. You can trust Supply House. Join the Trade Master program today at supplyhouse.com/TM and start ordering plumbing, HVAC, and electrical supplies with just a few clicks. Plus, use promo code SH5 for 5% off your first order. That's supplyhouse.com. Bottom two, it's been kind of a theme for the A's in this series so far. Going down in order of the first couple innings, but Jeffrey Springs, man, got him in the Joe Boyle trade, had a rough start. But as late, he's been filthy. He has been really, really good.
Yeah, he has. He's got, I saw him in the spring, and he had the ability to settle in. So if we can get through this first inning, we might just see him settle in and just get to rolling and not allow much for 5 to 6 innings if he settles in right here.
Absolutely. Angel Martinez, 2 for 5 in game 1, 1 for 4 in game 2, 3 for 9 for the series with the run, double, 3 strikeouts. See what happens. And first pitch swinging. That's the key, right? First thing you got to look at is Springs' fastball, 91 there. That's a big deal for him, right? If he's sitting around 91, 92, he's going to be okay because then that changeup looks so much more effective versus at the beginning of the season, he's around 89, 90. It's a big deal for a changeup pitcher like Springs. And just like I said it, a double right down the line for Martinez.
Yeah.
Just crushed it right down the left field line. Good start for Cleveland. 17th double of the season for Martinez. He's been good. He's been good for Cleveland this year. What a shot.
Yeah, he has. There's a bit of an anomaly with Springs where his whip is pretty good. It's in the high 1-1s, but his FIP, his field independent pitching, is way up there, like by 5. And so there's some kind of incongruence there where he's not allowing a lot of runners, but he's just not performing in some way. And I don't know if that's defense. I'd have to dig deeper to look at it, but it is confusing to see that.
Another double another hard line drive by Fry scores Martinez. And just like that, 1-0 Cleveland on the board. Not the start we were hoping for.
No. And this is what I feared is if he got behind early, he gets out of the game early, then we got to go to the bullpen, and that's bad. So I'd like to see him just
in.
Yeah.
3 pitches in.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, there you go. It's gonna be a good day. Don't worry so much, Booney.
Yeah. We've had, what's frustrating about this is we've had so many games this year where we've looked so darn good, and the next game is like, okay, can we turn the corner? Can we? Oh, Jesus, another shot, double. Oh, foul ball thing. Yeah, good.
Oh.
Don't like it's a freaking shot.
Well, and I don't know if you noticed, but the first pitch of that at bat was center cut. Cut. Yeah, it's we got to get out of the middle of the plate.
Like I said the other day, I think it's going to work. How about Lee? I like Lee. I mean, Wilson led off last night because of the lefty Logan Allen starting. I think anywhere you put Wilson in the lineup, he's going to be effective. He's been in a little bit of a slump lately, but I don't mind him leading off, batting second, batting third. He's good.
Yeah.
Sam Boy, how are you, sir? But yeah.
Well, that third pitch was a bit of a treat, and then the strikeout that probably is going to come here in a second. Let's see how this goes.
1-2. Okay. Yeah, that was 1-2 count.
Yeah, to Blue's credit, that third pitch was, borderline, and so we got one back there. You got to be honest about that. Let's see.
Oh, that was filthy. That's his changeup right there. That's a heck of a pitch against a great hitter like Jose Ramirez, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Jose Ramirez 13th in all of baseball in hits, 21st in home runs with 19, third in all of baseball with 29 stolen bases. So to keep him off the bases is just huge, especially with the runner on first and the way spring started out. But like I was saying earlier, we've had so many of those games where we look so darn good against the Giants in game one, against the Dodgers in game one. And just hoping we show some consistency. And the next game we lay an egg. And that's what, for me, is just, it's frustrating. It's been, I want to see us turn the corner. I want us to compete down the stretch. I want the team to constantly get a little bit better. Looking bad and then looking great and then looking bad. It's just, it's been consistent all year. And that's what's been a little bit on the frustrating side of things. But Carlos Santana, when you talk about an old school veteran, he's been with Cleveland. I think this is his second stint with him. 12 years in the league? He's been for a while, man.
Yeah, and another outside pitch that goes is called, and so maybe the strike zone is going to be wide today. We'll see how it goes.
Well, yeah, it's gonna, obviously gonna help Springs with that for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, if we can get out of this inning just one run, with considering how he got hit on the first two pitches, we'll marry that.
Yeah. And if it's one run, that's fine. We can deal with that. And again, he still has a chance to settle in and really get that changeup cooking and get guys off their back, get them on their back foot.
Line drive base hit center field by Santana, first and second, one out. All right, time to bear down. You got Nolan Jones coming up. Lefty type matchup. Nolan Jones was drafted by the Guardians back in 2016, second rounder out of high school. Guardians traded him to the Rockies. Rockies traded him back to the Guardians for Tyler Freeman back in March. So started with the Guardians organization to the Rockies, where he tore it up for 1 year. You really thought he was going to be that guy, and just didn't really turn out to be. Now he's given another chance with the Guardians. He's been okay in this series. 1 for 4 in the first game with a key hit. 1 for 3 yesterday. 0 for 2 yesterday. No, Jones was 1 for 3 yesterday. 2 for 7 in the series. These are the times where you kind of got to just bear down. This is, last 37 games, 450 runners in scoring position, 11 RBIs. He's tough. 1-1 count. Really need Springs to settle in a little bit. Okay. Little blooper. Come on. Now. There we go. Lazy fly ball to center. Take it. Atta baby. 2 outs. Yeah. With Jonathan Rodriguez coming up. Jonathan Rodriguez got us on Friday. First career homer. I was like, yay, Jonathan.
We gotta handle him though. I mean, it's
have to handle him.
He's got to be an out. And by the way, I know that baseball moves away from this stuff and contact and everything, but it sure feels nice to have Denzel Clarke out there and let him. This is what he's good at, right? Is getting all of these balls. So let's pull up and get the ball in play. Let the defense help and see if Denzel can't help you, get ahead of these guys.
And he's been hitting way better than I thought. Way better than I thought. So,
what do you need from Denzel on offense? Like at a minimum, like what do you need?
230.
230. Yeah. On base percentage somewhere near 300. On base percentage near 300.
Something like that. not cut down the strikeouts a little bit. I mean, I think right now he's exceeding what I want offensively.
Okay.
When he is getting on base, when he is doing something, it's havoc, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's stealing second. He's just making a mess of things. He's like he did yesterday. He had a double that was basically off the fielder's glove that he stretched into a hustle double. It was pretty impressive.
Yeah. Yeah. And every time he gobbles one of those up on defense, that's taking a double away.
100%. I mean, he's saving a ton of runs defensively.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rick, if we make no trades, I'm okay. Don't shop. I agree with you, Rick. 100%. I'm okay with that. If the A's don't make one move, I'll be happy with that because I will know that they didn't just give in. I want to make a trade if it improves us, if it gets us a lot better. Significantly better.
Yeah.
I want to look at the trade and I want to say, hey, both sides can say that we won the trade. I don't want it to be 50-50. I don't want it to be maybe. I had a baby Springs. Got him looking.
Yeah.
Very nicely done. I don't want it to be 50-50. I want it to be a situation where it's we got over in the trade. I don't want to trade just a trade.
Yeah. I will say this. I'd like to see some moves that lift the floor of the franchise and lift the floor of the major league team. So how do we acquire more low grade arms that are good floor players? Because if you have a high floor, as you elevate that floor, you don't have to rely on the Kurtzes as much. You won't get them all the time, but you'll get those hits, you'll get those plays. Denzel Clarke is a high floor kind of player potentially, right? And you just rely on him to do what he does, and then let Nick go out and do what he does, and all of a sudden you've got this symmetry between the high end and the floor players that do really well. I'd love to see them do some of that, get some depth in that 40-man roster that other teams, the Dodgers and the Astros have a lot of talent, and they bleed that talent because they're very top heavy, and so those guys are acquirable for nothing, commonly available.
Yeah, absolutely. The guys that have been rumored a lot, obviously, is Mason Miller. I think Jeffrey Springs has a good chance of getting moved because he's probably, as far as contract goes, and he's probably, his value is one of the better ones in all of baseball right now with regard to what he's getting paid and what his contract's doing. He has $12 million due next year, and then he has a team option for 2027 versus Severino. $22 million next year, player option I'm sure he's already signed that player option for 2027.
Yeah.
So the only things that we really have as an asset that I would be okay to give away would be, and not, reluctantly I would, it's just Mason Miller and Jeffrey Springs. But again, teams are talking about turning Mason Miller into a starter. Well, if that's the case, why aren't we? And here's a guy who's been playing, has been rumored as well. And if we trade him, I'll lose my mind in Brent Rooker. The guy's having an MVP type of season already.
But
Booney,
I don't think we have to trade anybody. I think we worked out waiver wire. As all these moves come up the next week, just start gobbling up players that are DFA'd. And look, this sounds like a crappy strategy, but there's a lot of value out there. And Justin Turner was commonly available when he got picked up. There's a lot of players that get picked up that can be turned into better players. The A's need to make sure they're good at that, because if they don't mind that waiver wire like other teams do, they'll miss opportunities to improve this team. Yeah. Those guys can also be moved for players in the offseason and everything else, because you have these effective role players. Man, oh man, they actually can add up to quite a bit of value for a team that's desperate for a left-handed power hitter off the bench or whatever it is that you grab.
Yeah. Rooker goes down swinging. Listen, Williams has electric stuff. And the thing with Williams, it seems like we're taking the right approach. We're not in a rush, but he's hitting his spots. He's tough. And so far, what's that? 3 strikeouts out of the first 4 hitters.
Yeah.
He's off to a great start. And that's been his MO, man. I mean, he's good.
It might be a minute before this guy tires out or we break through. If he's going to be pitching like this today, it's going to be a long day. And he gets to be this good. He's an excellent pitcher, like you said.
Yeah. That's what happens when for first round kicks. Huh?
Yeah.
They don't always work out, but when they do, I'm
Yeah.
nervous about trade deadline. I don't want the A's to give up a lot. Just give us pitching. We are close. Just need 2 pitchers. Yeah, I'm with you. Obviously, everything is just comes down to what we're going to be getting in return. I'm all right with that too, Eric. I don't want to give up a lot either. But in order to get something, we got to give something up. Who are you willing to give up? Is the question. Shea's been getting going a little bit as of late. Before the break, he was in a slump. He was hurt for a little bit, but we need his bat to get more consistent. And he's been good as of late. He's been great. Chase another one in the freaking dirt. There we go. He struck out 5 of his first 6. 4 of his first 5. And we chase another one in the dirt.
Even if we did move major league talent, to a contending team, I don't know that there's a lot of value back. If we moved anybody, Langeliers, Soderstrom. I keep saying Segerstrom because that's by me. Soderstrom. These guys are not going to bring that much back. So if we are going to do that, you got to do minor leaguers in return and accept.
Yeah, no question. I don't think we're going to get any real big leaders for it unless. Yeah. I mean, if we were a team that was buying, obviously it'd go the other way.
Yeah.
I mean, same thing, Soderstrom up and down. You think one time he's just a world beater, and the next series, like, hey, get rid of him. It's like, boom, there he goes, another strikeout. God, our bats have been just horrid.
Yeah. Williams is on one right now, man.
I think they've in all 3 games they have retired the A's in order in the first 2 innings. 18 up, 18 down. In the first 2 innings of both games. Amazing. Nutty. Just nutty.
Well, let's get those guys back up because they tend to do well in the 4th. And let's point out the Guardians have coming up Wilson, Hedges, and Rocchio. Though that should be a cakewalk. They should get handled real easy.
You would think. I mean, I don't think anything. Yeah, you would think.
But Springs needs to be able to handle this. If he's going to be a guy that continues to, he's got to get these guys out. They're all struggling. None of them are having a big year, and just shut this side down. And there's every reason to believe that he would. He had a bit of a rough start. Let's see if he settles down. I think he will.
Well, Wilson now is a former first-round pick by your Anaheim Angels.
That's right.
2019.
Yeah.
Got traded to the Giants. Giants released him, I believe. And the Guardians picked him up out of NC State. He struck out the side there. Wow, impressive. 5 out of 6. Oh, well, good for you, freaking Williams.
Williams, he's doing it right now. Wilson is I guess you have to call him a failed prospect, right? And he's playing with the Indians, and that's great. I love it. He's getting a shot, but again, he needs to be handled, and let's just handle it. Some of these things are simple, and we don't have to get too fancy with it, right? We just got to get guys like this out. There's no reason to not. He's hitting.
I'm with you. Eric, if we start winning series, this team will win. I know it's simple like that, but that's baseball. I believe in this team. Yeah. If not this year, we are making the playoff next year. You think? Yeah. I mean, I predicted this team to make the playoffs this year. I mean, I've eaten a lot of crow on my predictions for this year. That's for sure. No question about it. And again, as far as pitching, we're not we're forgetting about Gunnar Hoglund still in the mix of all this thing. He got hurt earlier this year. Pretty serious injury. And that's the thing with pitchers. We just don't know. They're going down at rates that are just unreal. Pete, why is that, man? Why are pitchers just, I mean, when I started growing up and watching the game, and you as well, I mean, we never saw pitchers go out like this. It is consistently blowing out their arm. Chris Sale, Tyler Glasnow, Blake Snell. I mean, the list goes on. What's his name? Corbin Burns from Baltimore. Same thing. Everybody. Springs obviously coming back from it. But why do you think that is?
I think it's a couple things. One of them is tunneling, trying to get everybody pitched the same way with the same exact ball slot and everything. I don't think people are built to do that, and you grew up throwing a certain way. Should you be a crossfire guy? No, you're probably going to get hurt. but they kind of put too many guys into the same exact box, and their body isn't built for it. There's a lot of guys. Look, you and I could think of a lot of guys who were brilliant pitchers when they were healthy, but their body wasn't built for the major league, grind. So like Kerry Wood's one of those guys. Saberhagen was one of those guys. There's a lot of guys like that. Liriano, another guy, just wasn't going to be around long. So I think there's some of that.
There's another one, Liriano. Hey, Seuss, happy Sunday. Yeah, we're doing our best for play-by-play, pal. Doing the best. I don't know, so Liriano's a good call. That's another one. Absolutely.
Right. So you take the tunneling thing, also the desire to strike everybody out. And I get that if you take the ball out of play, you have more control over winning. But at what expense? Because Glasnow can't become a Hall of Famer. His arm won't hold up. Ohtani, the next time he hurts his elbow, and that will happen, that'll be the end for him pitching. Yeah. You're not going to get a fourth elbow.
The baseball, I pitched, and I knew if I redlined my arm to 100% all the time, then I will pay the penalty. Is that right, huh? What level did you play at, Purist? What level? How far did you get?
Yeah, that's a good point, too. The max effort, max spin.
Agree, Eric. Yeah. He's been hitting, man, but, pitching's been the story. Another leadoff double here, too.
Yeah.
The Pete's guy that said wasn't very good.
Yeah.
High school. Got it.
I fixed him.
There's another shot. Boom. Wow. Another run scored. 2-0 Guardians.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, nope. Long single. This is literally identical to the start we had in the first inning. Sick.
Yeah, this is supposed to be the bottom three in the order. Yeah. None of them have glaring awesome numbers right now, and we're fixing those guys. So that's not going our way.
Yep.
I mean,
this inning's kind of on you, Pete.
Well, look, it's on Springs. I'm not taking credit for this. He's got to get these guys out. That's what he's got to do. They get to be good. They get to hit things, but you can't let two of these guys get hits on you.
Hey, RD, you think? Oh my God, another bomb. Oh no. Okay.
Yeah.
That came off the bat. The way it's been going, that came off the bat like it was going. All right, 1 out, lazy fly ball. We'll take
trust in Denzel. He'll get him.
Well, he is lazy fly out to Soderstrom. Soderstrom.
Oh, you're right. I missed that.
Where you're pitching after a win, not very good frustration. Yeah. No, you're right, Eric. That's the thing. Jeez, hard to watch sometimes.
And Springs is going to be through 30 pitches here in the second inning, so he's not long for the game. And that's going to get us into the bullpen, and that's not good for anybody who's wanting the A's to win.
30, yeah, at least 30, at least. He can sort it out. I agree. He just needs to settle in. But we're right back to the top of the lineup. But he, after a while, he kind of gets to get it going. Martinez here, 4 for 10 for the series. Been hitting, man.
Yeah,
it's been a problem, and that's the pitch. That's the changeup. Nasty. That's filthy.
Yeah. Do you think it's recovering from that injury that's affecting his location when he misses these things?
At first, I thought it was. At the beginning of the season, I thought it was that. And he didn't have the life on his fastball at all, right? So at the beginning of the season, I think what happened after his first start with Seattle, where he was dominant, I think what happened was everybody was sitting on his changeup. Sit on the changeup, and his fastball's not fast enough to get it by us if we're late. You know what I mean? If we're sitting change up, we can still get to the fastball. And I think that's what started happening. And since then, he's put on a couple miles per hour on his fastball. But when his changeup is as good as anybody's in the game when he's right.
Yeah.
Tower crane in place on the Las Vegas Strip. I saw that, RD. I saw that. Yeah. It's exciting thing to get that thing going. That's for sure, man. No question.
I had a chat with Las Vegas Sun reporter, actually the sports editor, Case Keeper, and he's like everybody I talked to, he's excited about the stadium going up. He's he reports in Vegas for a living, so he's right there at the source of it. He's excited about it.
Yeah, I'm with you that one. A's got to move Severino now. I know we got to burn his contract. As got to do it. Yes, I want Severino gone.
But what do you want for him? Like a gift certificate for Fogo de Chao? Like what are you going to get?
As long as we get his contract out, because then what happens, Pete, is we could go spend that $22 million. We can go 11 million on two a piece on two guys, or we
Sure.
can just have a do-over on that 22. It's a big contract, but here's the thing with it. It's like, okay, no one wanted Severino at that price in the offseason.
Right.
I mean, now you're going to take on that price in the trade deadline when you've already seen what he can do, which hasn't been good.
Yeah.
And I do not want to get rid of Severino and pay part of his contract.
Yeah. I mean, this is the thing. Like you have to have some value to give, and right now you're just giving a player who's not happy ever, and you're charging a premium for it. We'll have to give some talent up or buy back some of that contract.
That's what I don't want to do. Yeah. That's what I don't want to do. I don't want to.
This is the margin of error. When people try to spend other teams' money, you have to understand, like, when these things don't work out as well as you want them to, what do? You can't just buy your way out of every mistake, because you'll make mistakes whether you want to or not.
The Mets offered Sevy the Montas contract, but he declined it. Did he really? I thought it went to Montas first, and they didn't. You might be right on that. Okay, 2-2 count. It's almost identical to the first inning.
Yep.
I don't like pitching in a minor league park. He's going to complain for 2 years. I don't want to get me to tell me about it. I agree, Bill. The Guardians aren't a good offensive team. You and Pete both said so, but they sure look damn good today.
Yeah.
We got to get Fry here at a 2-2 count, because now you put him on. Now you get first and second with Ramirez. Yeah. And then it's like, oh,
there we go. We're going to be fine. We're going to get it all figured out here. Just hang in there for a second or two. We got out of the first inning with 1 run. We're going to get out of the second inning with 1 run.
There we go. All right. Very nice. Got him chasing. Good field. 2-0. Hey, we got to get the bats going. Bottom line. Got to get the bats going, man. Got to get the bats going. Draft just happened. That was exciting time, huh?
Whew, man.
You want to hear a crazy story? I'll tell you a crazy story. I'm going to tell you a crazy, crazy story. I went to a school out here in San Mateo, in high school. And it's a very, very prominent high school as far as baseball players. Like, for example, Barry Bonds went there. Tom Brady went there.
Sure.
James Outman from the Dodgers went there.
Yeah.
And a guy in my class.
Know what school you're talking about? Yes.
I'm sorry.
We know what school you're talking about.
Okay. So a guy in my class, right? 1992. I grew up with the kid. He lived 2 cities over from me. He went to grammar school at St. Roberts. I went to St. Tim. So I knew each other before then, and obviously in high school and after that, so forth. He was one of the top best high school players in all of the country. Got drafted out of high school. First round, 16th, 17th overall by the Minnesota Twins. His name was Danny Serafini. Now, I don't know if any of you guys follow trials or anything like that, but he was just recently convicted last week, first-degree murder of his in-law. And apparently it was up in the Tahoe area. And he killed his in-laws or over some, whatever it was. I think it had to do with money or whatever it may be. But seeing that on TV, and he played about 11, 12 years in the big leagues, was about as like, whoa, the heck, man. Yeah. What the heck just happened? Holy cow, man. But, he was a first rounder out of high school. He was top 100 prospects. He didn't have much of a career. But, like I said, he played with 5, 6 different teams in the big leagues. Yeah. And and for him just to get convicted last week and seeing that was a little nutty, man. That was just unreal.
We had a guy like that in the part of the Bay where I'm from, a guy from Vallejo named Kevin Dean. He's drafted in the first round along with guys like Kent Merker, Kevin Brown, Gary Sheffield, guys like that. He was drafted right in the middle of the round and went to prison for the rest of his baseball life for, I think it was for rape. And it was not even a slam dunk that he had done it, but, just he put himself in a situation where his future was out of his hands and went to prison for a long time. He's out now, and has a normal life and everything. But yeah, it's
tough, man.
it's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's crazy when you look back at the people you grew up with and what happens. And I mean, that was just, it was nutty. Bill, why is Muncy on the bench after 2 games after the break? I don't know, Bill. I'm with you on that. Pete said he needs a day off.
I said it's Sunday and you get weird lineups.
Let's not get too crazy. The kid is. I don't know. I think he wants to give Urshela some at bats. There we go. That's Jesus. Urshela's been so bad. Has he hit a ball to the warning track this year?
Oh my gosh.
Has he hit a ball to the warning track?
I don't think so.
Actually, his numbers aren't as bad as you think. 231, 621 OPS. Yeah, they are. I don't know. Oh man, what a play! He got robbed there, Bill. He got robbed. A hell of a play by Rocchio at short. He robbed the base hit. Hit it hard. I mean, what are you gonna do? That's a good at bat. How about the stat? Did you know that the top 5 World Series titles this team is going in right direction? A dynasty is coming. Yeah, no question. I mean, hey, I don't think that's crazy to say, Eric. With the youngsters we have and who you have considering, obviously, here's the deal. With any young team and prospects, it's exactly what they are. They're young, and it's who we think they are going to be based on a small sample size. It's why veterans get paid tons of money because they have proven it over an amount of time, right? How many prospects have we seen play 2-3 years, play great, and fall off? So, yeah, Eric, I agree with you. But right now they are what they are.
That's true. That's true. But they are just a few players away from having a team that'll reliably hit the playoffs, And once you get in the playoffs, anything can happen.
Yeah.
Anything. It's so crazy how much luck is a matter of that.
You know who I wanted to sign, baseball purist? I tell you who I wanted to sign, and I talked about it all off season. The guy I wanted to sign was Matthew Boyd. He signed a 2-year deal with the Cubs. He's tearing it up right now. And I thought, and again, it's hard to tell. You don't know what goes on those meetings and if they did make an offer. But Matthew Boyd was the guy I had. And I thought, okay, if you go 2 years, $30 million to Matthew Boyd, will he accept 3 and 51? You know what I mean? A little bit more per year, but you're adding that 3rd year. Attaboy Schumann?
Yeah.
Attaboy Schumann? Hey, here we go. What's up, RD? I've been a big Muncy supporter since day one. Okay, I'm eating crow. Hey, Muncy's doing great, RD. He has been awesome, I would say, for his last 10, 15 games.
Yeah.
Purist, that's something I don't know. Would Boyd have signed in a minor? I don't know. So, but the thing is, baseball, okay, would you? In my mind, I would think they would. I think money trumps everything. So if he's getting a guaranteed 2 years, $30 million, I mean, wouldn't he take 3 years, $51 million? That's the thing. I don't know if that was offered. I don't know if the A's went off for him. I don't know if he declined it. I'm just kind of speculating. 0-2 to Clarke. Clarke has to lay.
I just want to see Clarke.
You used to knock him. Now you're in the bed. I get it, RD. I get it.
I want to see Clarke eat some pitches here. Let's get 5 pitches out of Williams. Clarke,
some
decent bets and yeah, exactly. Let's just see him do his job. Be competitive in this at bat. Make Williams pay for it, regardless of what happens here. Because Clarke's not going to win the game for us right here. Let's just see. Let's just play a strategic game.
Let's get to Butler. Butler's seen him once. Maybe maybe get a big hit. He's that type of player.
Yeah,
I'm with you. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take another one of those. Let's just, just
you
throw the ball in the strike zone. I'm going to foul it off. Let's just see some more of that.
With you 1,000%, man. Schumann, every time he gets an opportunity, he's Okay, there you go.
Yeah, there we go. All right. Hey, look, you know what? For me, he paid the bill.
I wish they as kept Matt Chapman and Matt Olson if we had the money and we finally had it, kept them both. Chapman we offered. Chapman declined. Olson we could never even come close to affording. At the same time, here's a question though. I mean, if we extend Olson, do we ever draft Kurtz?
No.
There's a lot of things. Chase that one, son of a, and that's what he needs to stay after.
He gave us 5 strike. He gave us 5 pitches.
He did.
You know, let's call that a win. Yeah. Well, let's see if Butler does his job. Now, Butler, I expect something from here. You're right about Olson. Olson ended up going to Atlanta because he was a little less expensive than Freddie was going to be. He's a little bit younger than Freddie and gives comparable performance. Not as good as Freddie, but also Freddie's playing out of his head for a guy who's 35 years old. You can't expect that when you're 32 when you sign a guy.
Totally.
The A's weren't going to need him in that regard. You know, they had other work to do. They had to think longer term, and so he didn't fit in their plans.
All right, Lawrence, keep this thing going. This one thing we haven't done a best job of is with 2 outs. Jesus.
Yeah. I don't want to have to wait for Wilson, Kurtz, and Rooker to score all of our runs for us. We need someone else to step in and do a job.
I wouldn't mind Schumann stealing here. I wouldn't mind a little bit aggressive. You got 2 outs, run around first. Your leadoff hitter's out. Okay.
All right.
Take second. You get caught. Butler's leading off the 4th.
Yeah.
You get home, you got a runner in scoring position, something can happen. I want to see more aggressive base running.
Williams is working Butler up in the zone too. Do you think Butler is weak up in the zone? Is that why they're hitting him up there? Or is that just this particular pitch?
We've been doing that all year on him.
Yeah.
All year.
Yeah. You know, and if you have a weakness, the league will expose it. That's
simple. They have so much analytics on that stuff.
Yeah.
Yep. Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's what I don't want to see. I don't want to see the tossing of the bat, the throwing of the helmet.
Yeah.
Be a professional.
Yeah, that's that thing, that mental thing you were talking about before. You know, Williams is doing his job. He came right at him high in the zone, and you know, I'm sure Butler's disappointed.
I'm sure he's frustrated. I'm sure, but what it does, it's sending a message to everybody else. It's like, hey, it's just. I just don't like it. I mean, be a professional at the end of the day. You don't see a Freddie Freeman doing that. And again, he's Freddie Freeman. I just don't understand. Like, hey, you know, why are we? It's a problem. That can't happen, man. I don't. Right. It's been happening for the last 2 years, and I think Kotze's done a better job with staying on these guys about it. And I get this isn't college sports. It's tougher with the pros, especially when they have a contract. But I mean, come on, enough.
Yeah, you're 100% right. I'm trying to think of long-term players who were emotional like that. You know, Paul O'Neill stands out. He played a long time, but my sense of it is, and I'd have to look and see, you know, these emotional guys who struggle to contain their themselves at the plate like that. I don't know that they survive in the league very long, especially if we get exposed up in the zone like Butler is right now.
Yeah, he's getting exposed a lot, man. I mean, Eric, so here's my point. It's like Schumann sits at first there. Like, be aggressive. Try to take second. And you get thrown out. Fine. Butler has another shot at it. You get it. Now, the approach at the at-bat's different, I would think. I don't know. You know, I just don't think there's not much to lose in that situation. Whether you get thrown out or you're safe, your percentage of scoring goes up significantly, whether it's in the 4th or in that 3rd inning. But whatever.
We got Jose Ramirez coming up to lead out the inning. Yeah. What do you want to see? What do you want to see from Springs? How does he approach this? He's the one guy in this lineup that can hurt us in one swing.
He absolutely can. I mean, he could. You know, here's what makes Ramirez so darn dangerous is that you can't necessarily pitch around him where you're getting really cute, because then, I mean, he's second all of baseball in stolen bases with 29.
Yeah.
So, excuse me, 3rd with 28. No, he has 29. you got to make quality pitches. He has him 0-2 right here, right?
Yeah.
Get dirty, get nasty. He struck him out the first time. All right, and that wasn't a very competitive pitch. Spring seems to know it. After Butler goes into his pounding, it feels like Jason Upton. Hey, no question. And Tyler Soderstrom hasn't been much better either. He's just been showing it in a different way. And that's a good pitch. Went high in the zone, out of the zone. Routine 6-3 put out. I love seeing that.
Yeah. And didn't use his changeup to get him out. Used fastballs.
Yep.
I mean, he went fastball in that at bat. So there's some kind of design in that approach that I think at least worked with Ramirez. Let's see if we can get through the quote unquote easy guys now. we should be, picking up the butter, laying down on the bread, and just eating. We should just be feeding it up all these outs.
Right. I know.
Boy, that is an interesting pitch.
Jesus, that was a little high.
Yeah.
So an 8-1. I mean, Denzel's been struggling with the K's. That's his first strikeout of the series. So I'm okay with that. He's getting better. You can obviously tell. There you go. Ooh, they call that on the swinger. We'll take it either way. 1-2. Same thing. Spring's starting to get it going. We got to hit, right? Seems like this has been the story of the darn series. We got to hit.
Boy, I just don't think Springs is going to be long for this game. He's a bit of a mess mechanically, it looks like.
Okay. I mean, he goes to, I think he's going to give a 6 if he stays.
All right.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, you figure he finishes the inning with 54. That's 18 after,
I've got him finishing this inning closer to 60 pitches is where I've got him at right now. He's a bit mess. I mean, you look at his pitch pattern, you look at his body mechanics. I don't know if there's fatigue or what, but he's not as sharp as he might have been earlier.
Really? 60 pitches, huh? Maybe. I got us around like 55.
Yeah.
A big difference. We'll see. We can win these games, low scoring. I feel comeback, hit home runs. We just got to hit.
Yeah, Eric's right. We just, look, we need to score in the fourth, and we do that quite often. So let's just do what we normally do. Here comes the sweet part of the lineup. Yeah, let's put 1 or 2 runs up right now and get back into this game. All right. We're getting, Booney, we're inching closer to 60 pitches for this inning. I don't want it to be that way, but we got to get guys out. And it's taken 7 pitches to do it.
All right, there's a pop out. Get there.
Yeah. Nice.
49 pitches.
Yeah.
Was watching the Giants game. The home player missed at least 15 calls. What is the score that day? Let's get some scores in there. Toronto 8-6. Wow, Robbie Ray got hit, huh?
Jeez.
Giants are about to get swept. They are
panicking
crazy in Giantsville.
Yeah. And how good is Toronto right now? They're just smoking. They're electric.
They are electric, man. They are. Yeah, I mean, Spencer Bivens got hit again. Wow. Vlad Guerrero. How many home runs did he have? Just 1 home run. Springer with a bomb. Barger's just been killing, and Addison Barger's been killing in that series.
No.
Nolan Jones 2-0. 51. Okay. Let's get just a non-stress inning is what I want to see. A non-stress
absolutely.
inning.
Judge touched one today for a home run. The Yankees are up 2-0 in the bottom of the 4th.
Is that right? Huh?
Yeah. Yeah. He's the account for both runs.
Orioles beating the Rays 5-2. Angels, Phillies, 0's bottom 1. White Sox playing better ball 4-1 against the Pirates. There's your Yanks. Padres sticking it to the Nationals 8-0. Reds and Mets.
Yeah.
Mets have been struggling. Ones in that game, bottom 3. Royals, Marlins 3-0 Royals.
Yeah. Man, the Padres, they make any kind of move to tighten up their game. They're so dangerous in that lineup. There's just very few weak outs there, and they're a dangerous team.
Yeah, I thought legitimately they were the second best team in all of baseball last year. I thought that series with the Dodgers was really good.
Yeah.
The Guardians are having good at bats, to their credit. RD, I predict we take the lead in the top of the fourth. I love it, RD.
Attaboy. Yeah. I don't see why not. It's, this game is still completely winnable. We just got to get some hits.
It's early. It's no difference. Yeah, they have good, another 3-2. 55 pitches, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna somewhere in between your number and my number, right? Hopefully that's this.
Doing pretty darn good with getting everybody out in order so far. They're stretching out pitches. They're having good at bats.
Yeah, you can't take 20 pitches an inning to get through an inning, though. It just, that's not going to work. He better not walk him here. I do not want to see that.
That'd be a killer.
Yeah.
And then we'd have that rookie Rodriguez come up.
Right. Come on, Springs.
Another foul ball. Wow.
Yep.
How many pitches is this?
It's more than 55 now. I'll tell you what.
Yeah. What is that?
Oh, man. Yeah. But this is the thing, though. Like, if you're not going to chew guys up and get them out of the way, and we can't get the ball out to Denzel Clarke, you're going to have to earn it with pitches. And that's not a cost the A's can reliably afford with the pitching that they have.
Right.
Oh, my goodness. This at bat. It's killing Springs.
Unbelievable. Another foul ball.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah. Even if he gets to 60 pitches, again, it's the third inning, man. They've got to get someone up here pretty soon to be ready, because if he blows up right now, then that's certain he's in the zone.
Yeah, it's Carey and Dallas, I think. Carey and Dallas are pretty good together. I'm okay with that. Another one. It's just, he chased that one in the dirt. It's his 11th pitch of the at-bat. 11th pitch.
Yeah. Have you seen? Is anybody up in the bullpen?
There we go. Atta baby.
Yeah,
that's a nice strikeout.
Expensive, but we got it. And you know what? Clean inning. Any landing is a good landing.
Perkins went yesterday, RD, so he's not going to be available today. But yeah, Perkins is supposed to be a starter, but he won't go today. Went 3 innings yesterday.
Yeah.
Which I'm fine with. He was lights out. 3 innings, 31 pitches, 3 Ks, a walk, no hits, no runs. My favorite A's pitcher, for sure, without a doubt. That's the guy I'm most excited about. Let's go through some of the minor. The guy I'm excited to see come up, and they just moved him to the 40-man roster, is Carlos Cortez. Has been on a tear lately for Vegas. He was in spring training, and I remember seeing him. He was terrible as far as his numbers go. He was like, 1 for 20, something like that. But everything he hit was hard, and he got off to a slow start in Vegas. 220, 210 over the first 40 games or so. For the last 30, he's hitting close to 500, 400. He's hitting on the year 318, OPS 1017, 17 bombs, 76 RBIs. He's just been absolutely killing it. Blade started off on fire. Has been struggling as of late. Colby Thomas, I just don't think is going to be that guy. I would like him to be, but I don't see him being that guy. Pitching, we just don't have much as far as pitching in the lower levels.
Yeah.
Joey Estes has been getting hit in Vegas after his first 2 starts with the big leagues, after a good second half of the season last year too.
Yeah.
Mason Barnett, who we got in the Lucas Ursay trade, has been bad. Luis Morales, he has electric stuff, only 21 years old, but came from AA. He dominated, but since he's been in Vegas, they've had him as a starter, moving into the pen. No matter what it is, he's gotten hit. And here's a key at bat coming up right now. We need to get Jacob Wilson. We need to get something going, some sort of momentum, top of 4th. Like you mentioned, this is the spot where we can do something.
Yeah. Let's just get Wilson on base here and let the lineup do what the lineup does. And he is what he does. He gets on base. So this can be one of those times.
Yep.
We hope, right? So
we hope.
And if not, he'll pay the bill later today, right? We're just banking a hit somewhere in this game today. He's going to get a hit. Maybe it's right here.
2 for 10 on this series, a run, 2 RBIs, a home run, 1 strikeout.
Yeah.
Fly ball, center field.
Yeah.
That's okay. All right. It's just can't get anything going. Sorry,
That's the other thing too, is we're not turning the lineup over, we're only getting 1 hit, right? And nobody's walking. There's 0 walks right now. It's got a 1 hitter getting thrown at us.
1 hitter. He hasn't been behind on anybody either. Too. He's gotten ahead on everybody. We've chased pitches. He's just
It's fair to say he's cruising right now. Let's see what Kurtz can do.
Got ahead. Look like a little cutter up in the zone.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if there's one guy in this lineup you have to be careful of, it's Kurtz. We've seen that. In the last 30 games, Booney, his numbers are ridiculous. He's just absolutely he's been myrtleizing the ball. I'm just going to tell you the numbers right now here. I'm going to pull them up. I got them on my screen here. Last 30 games, 378 on-base percentage, 300 batting average, OPS of 1112.
Wow.
With 13 home runs. So that's his season. That's 2 halves. Second half, he's been really hot. Is he going to stay that hot? Man, I hope so. But it's almost even unsustainable. He's been so hot. That's how good he's been. And every reason to believe he'll be somewhere in that zone for a long time.
Even that foul ball he hit on the button. 2-2. Yeah. Just got to get something going.
Mm-hmm.
Full count. All right. I agree with a lot of you guys. I don't like 7, 8, 9 right now in the lineup, man. I mean, Urshela, Schumann, and Clarke. It's tough. All right. Kurtz, 5 for 10 in the series. 4 runs scored, 2 doubles, a triple, a bomb, 3 RBIs. All right. Attaboy. This is the type of at-bats you want.
Yeah. Those are the ones that are given to us. And look, we're only 2 runs down here, You get 2 or 3 hits in a row, all of a sudden it's 1 or no runs down.
Mm-hmm.
We're not that far back. This is a good kind of an at-bat. Yeah.
Attaboy.
Yeah.
Attaboy, Nicky.
Yeah. There we go.
Have yourself an at-bat, kid.
Yeah.
Attaboy. Way to work that walk.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a hell of an at-bat, Nick.
I'll tell you that these things don't seem like it, but that's a Hall of Fame. That's an MVP grade at bat.
Yes,
his team needed something, and he got something done from a guy that's having a 1 hitter.
100%, big time at bat, kid.
That's a big at bat. Let's see if and look, if you want a guy to follow that up, who would you want? You'd want Rooker up right now. So let's see what he can do. What I don't want to see here is a double play. Let's not have that happen. with that sinker that Williams throws. He's working low in the zone. Man, oh man, I don't want to see that.
Okay. 1-1. That's been Williams' thing, man. Walks. That's just gets runners on, gets in a high stress position. Now that's how he's been getting hit.
Well, let's stress him. Let's get him working.
Rooker is playing in his 141st consecutive game, fourth most in all of baseball.
Cool.
Yes, Bill Geloff is struggling in Vegas. He's only had he was okay last night, Bill. 2 for 4 last night, I think, Bill. He was all right. First game was bad. But overall, yeah, he's been struggling, man. He's been struggling.
Do you think he's fully healthy? I mean, being better and believing that you are better, two different things. Do you think that's impacting his game?
It's tough to say, right? Because I would say that if we're coming from 2023 to 2024, but we saw a terrible 2024. And, there was no health reasons. He just wasn't good. The big thing I'm looking for with Geloff is his strikeouts. Can his strikeouts come down? The strikeouts come down, we're seeing a player that's getting better. And I'm not talking about, I'm not asking for a lot in strikeouts. I'm not asking for not to be leading the league in strikeouts.
Yeah.
With hitting 17 bombs. So that's the only thing. I don't know if it's a health deal.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he did not go.
Nah.
He went. They said. Oh, come on, man. Golly, that's a killer. A wild pitch, too, man.
Yeah.
Jesus. Oh, I was way out of the zone.
Well, we got Langeliers and Soderstrom come up at a key time, and Williams has had to work hard to get here. So he's primed. He's primed. Let's let Williams break down a little bit here. That's not an ideal outcome, but we've got Williams where we want him right now.
Oh, it's a killer. Unreal. It was 3 feet off the plate, man.
Yeah. I just want Langeliers to give a good hard at bat and get Soderstrom up, and I think good things will happen if that happens. Just get the lineup moving. Don't worry about anything else. Just get on base, Langeliers. Just get on base.
God, it would have been first, second one out, man. This freaking team drives me up the wall. One, two. What else is it? 1, 2. 1, 2. How many times? 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 times we've struck out so far.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Oh, man.
Good fight. That's how it goes. We got to break through, and we got to find an opening. And if Williams is going to be breakable, right now he is. Langeliers, good batter.
Yeah.
And Soderstrom behind him causes problems. So they've got to try to get Langeliers out. That means they got to get over the plate. And I'll take that bet with Langeliers.
All right. Chase one of the dirt. Unreal. Every time.
So frustrating. It's so frustrating because this is the game like in hyper detail. If he comes through there, even if he works a walk, the game is really changing at that point. But credit to Williams, he threw that ball, and man, it's tough to see. And Hedges for digging it out. That ball could have gone to the wall. And can you imagine how much this game looks different if Langeliers strikes out and ends up on first and Kurtz at third? It's a different game. We got to get one. You got to get one of these breaks. We're stacking up a lot of good things. I'm pretty confident we're going to be all right in this game if we can hold the other side down.
Glad one of us is.
Come on, Booney. It's Sunday. Have some sunshine on your face.
Yeah. Come on. There'll be a lot of sunshine. We put some runs.
Yeah.
Oh, unreal, man.
I know. It's frustrating for sure. And we're not out of this game by any measure, but we should definitely be a little bit more in this game. It'd be nice to have had something go our way when we needed it to. Haven't had that break yet. And teams that win have those breaks when they need them. And maybe we're saving it up for the latter half of the game.
9 Ks through 4 innings. Yeah. How many of them we chased? Butler got caught looking, and then the second time he came up, he chased Kurtz chased his first at bat up in the zone. Rooker chased his last at bat. Soderstrom always chases. When Shea looks bad, he looks bad, man. 9 Ks, yeah. You're right. All sports are rigged. What do you think? I don't know. I don't really buy into that. I mean, I don't buy into it. I know there's a theory and people think that and so forth. I just think the amount I think at lower levels they can be. Yeah, I tell you another funny crazy story. So I wanted to get into coaching, right? So I coached at as an undergrad, grad assistant at Fresno State and under Jerry Tarkanian. Speaking of sports, oh God, Jesus, another leadoff double. How many times?
I love how passionate Booney gets when things happen. How many times? Like you become a cartoon character in some ways, and I mean this in the best way, with all kinds of love.
So anyway,
but you're right.
So
Sorry, go ahead.
And to Thomas's point, and it was crazy. So the second year I'm there, we had really, really good teams under Tark. First year, we were preseason like 8 in the country, and second year like 4 in the country. We ended up being disappointments on the bubble both years. But at the end of my first year, Adrian Wojnarowski, if people remember, was it used to be a sports beat writer for ESPN.
Yeah.
For hoops, for NBA. This is 97. So remember, at that time, there was barely any internet. And everything was through the newspaper. Well, Andy Katz was the main sports writer for the Fresno Beat. And Wojnarowski wanted that job. And he didn't get that job. And he was kind of pissed at the program for kind of turning him away on that. And fast forward to the end of the year, and it was, as far as Tark, we were kind of a big deal. I mean, 60 Minutes did a profile on us as far as the type of players we brought in, and we didn't exactly have saints. And by the end of the season, going into the conference tournament, Wojnarowski put out an article in the Fresno Bee with regard to point shaving. And feds show up on campus. It ends up being a freaking huge deal. I get done with school. I'm like, hey, dude, I'm not doing this coaching thing anymore. This freaking is just got me rattled. And I come home, get subpoenaed by the grand jury to go testify in this point shaving deal, man. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm 22 years old, 21. I'll get a subpoena by the grand jury. I'm like, oh my God. And, I was around that program every single day. I mean, there was some crazy stuff going on. But the one thing I told myself, I am not going to lie. I'm not going to tell any lie and get caught in a lie, right? So whenever they ask me, I don't care what it is. I'm not going to get no lie where I'm getting in trouble. And their questioning wasn't even close, man. It was so far off base. I was like, I didn't even have to worry about it, man. I was just like, oh, great. Another freaking base hit. All right, first and third, one out.
First and third.
Yeah, unreal. Butler needs to do something, earn that money. Yeah, right, Siphon? Hey, I feel like a beer right now. I tell you that. But now Springs is starting again. Bottom of the order.
Bottom of the order is wearing them out. Rodriguez, Wilson, Hedges,
same thing.
Rocchio. Yeah.
Pete, I mean, you're right now. Your predictions is in the teens as far as percentage.
I know.
You and Urshela are similar batting averages.
Do the opposite of whatever I think that, and then I'll try to change my analysis to be more negative.
Hedges,
so that the
right? But safety squeeze. They got him. Yeah, I don't know. They're gonna.
Yeah.
That's close. What a play by. I don't know. Did he get underneath?
I think he's out. And by the way, great play by Kurtz.
Unbelievable play by Kurtz. Look at that bare hand.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, we'll take a look. We'll find out.
That
looks like he's out to me.
Don't he just do one of these, Vaught. Steven, one of these. Just keep it right. Hey, one of these. Come on, let me see one of these. That a baby. All right.
Yeah.
Good play.
Yeah.
The only team that's made the playoffs more than the A's since 2000 are the Yankees, Dodgers, Braves, Cardinals, Astros. Yes. Flea.
Yeah. Over and over again.
I've been professing that for a long time, man. 11 times. You're absolutely right.
And if you were to pick the best run franchises over the last 20 years, you would say all of those franchises because they're all fantastic at running a ball game. So that must also apply to the A's. Maybe they're in order below those guys because then they don't have any titles, but a lot of that's luck. So to be that winning, you just got to admit, like, that club has run well. They're good at finding talent. Now mixing some money. Oh, well, now we have a little more freedom to make some mistakes, and that means we can go for some bigger things.
It's tough though on the money thing, right? Because the question goes it's one step deeper. Who are you going to get? Who are you going to replace?
Yeah.
And so forth. Like I hate the argument that I hear with regard to the A's teams and like, if they spent more, they would have been more successful.
I'm not saying that.
No, I know that, but that's what a lot of people say. And my comeback to that is like, oh, really? Who are you going to get? Who are you going to replace to beat Verlander? Who's going to get? You know what I mean? Another base hit.
Jeez,
there's the run.
We got to come collect Springs. This ain't his day.
All right. Base is loaded.
Yeah.
Can we get out of this? I mean, all bottom of the order. Okay, we're going right back to the bottom, top of the.
I cannot believe we cannot get the bottom of the order out. This is breaking my steel right here. We've got to get these guys out. We can't let the bottom of the order guys get healthy on us. That's not what winning teams do.
Now here's Emerson. How this guy has a job's a freaking miracle. I don't care what no one says. You just don't have. Someone has to be held accountable. I know it's Kotze's buddy. It's nutty. Someone needs to be held accountable. Yeah. I was rooting for Fresno State hardcore that year. They won it. Baseball, yeah, they did win it. They won it earlier than that College World Series. Flea. Bottom four has an OPS of 5. Do they really? I didn't know that.
Wait, what's the number? Say it again.
500. The bottom four.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like,
we can't get it out.
They're proving me wrong, but I wish they just act normal and just be out. OPS combined. Yeah. And some days it's just not your day. By the way, it's still only 2-0. We get a nice infield plot fly here, like you're supposed to do with the bases loaded, and just sneak out of this thing. Come on, Springs.
Bottom 500. All right. Career.
I want to point out that he's midway into the 70s for his pitches.
Yeah. Now I realize his pitch count's high. I think, it's up there. It's way up there. Yeah.
He's going to hit 80 before the 8th, man. You can't. It's a miracle that they're only down by 2 runs right now. Oh, hang on. We'll see what happens here in a second. I got to watch myself.
Yeah, baby. That's a big strikeout.
That is huge. We needed that.
Well, if we can get out of here with no runs, come on.
Oh, man.
This is the game. Get out, and we got a shot. Give up a 2-run single, and we are done.
Cat burglar time. Let's get Fry. Let's pump fastballs nice up and high. Get him to pop out. Let Denzel Clarke go catch the ball, and let's get out of this inning. There you go. Up in the zone, 90 miles an hour. Just work it. By the way, even though Fry's second in the order, his OPS is 570. So again, one of these guys has got to make it out. There we go. Good things are happening.
Okay. Got a 1-2. All right. There, boy. Oh.
When we get out of this inning, Booney, finish the rest of that Fresno State story and your point of view on dealing with all of that stuff. You said you were never going to lie about things, and then we kind of left it hanging.
Got it. Yeah, I will. If we can get through this inning.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Oh wow! Wait, nice play, Sodi. Boy, 3 runs.
Yeah, that's 3 runs. That's 3 runs. So the guys all with the low OPSs are wearing us out today. That's just the fact. Yeah. We've been holding on, but no.
Oh, yep.
81 pitches for Springs through 4 innings, not even through it. Now the best batter on the team is coming up. It's time to come get him. Or to let him wear it. Let him get to 100 pitches and just let him wear it. Let the offense do something.
Oh. Fade the A's, yep.
Yep.
It may be, Eric.
Time for a shot of Jack. Yeah.
And we get Ramirez out.
Yeah.
All right. You get runs. I mean, yeah, 5-8 out of the inning. You get 3. Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man. All right. I'm going to take a quick break here, guys. See you in a minute. It's a good time. Summer baseball is heating up, and nothing cranks up the intensity of a rubber match like FanDuel, the official partner of making every pitch, every swing, and every clutch moment even more electric. Whether you are sweating out an A's upset or riding a Nick Kurtz home run prop, FanDuel is how you get in the game. You are already watching the action with us. Why not add a little adrenaline to the mix? While your friends are melting on the patio, you could be cashing in on a same game parlay from your couch. First inning runs, strikeout totals, who goes yard? FanDuel's got odds for it all. Personally, I've been using FanDuel all season, tracking A's matchups, jumping on value lines, and riding bets into the 9th inning like it's game 7. It's easy to use, fast to cash out, and makes even a Sunday in Cleveland feel like the postseason. So download the app, fire up a wager, and let's ride this thing together. FanDuel, it's how we watch the game. New to FanDuel, new customers can bet just $5 and get $150 in bonus bets if your first bet wins. Open the FanDuel app today or visit FanDuel.com to get started. Nick, what did you accept? We score a lot of runs. We usually the next game. Yeah. Thomas, I can't put that on, but I hear you. I understand, Thomas. Well, this game is over. Time to watch reruns of
Yeah.
It's all about the gambling. That's why sports are rigged.
I hate that to be true.
Right now.
And I will say that we got that pop out that I was asking for, but it came a batter too late. We wanted that pop out, and it turns out the best batter in the lineup is the guy that we're reliably getting out today. It's all the other guys, and sometimes you just gotta say, what are you gonna do, right? We got to hit is what we got to do.
I mean, it was a pretty nasty rollover. He got him. Man, I don't know. That was kind of a nasty hit. Attaboy, Soderstrom.
Yeah. See, there you go. If we could have gotten him up last inning, right? Like we're just one batter short each time. Let's build another one of these and just have a big inning right here.
It's a solid hit.
Yeah. The hits are in the lineup. We just got to, get past Williams here and break it. Got to put pressure on the battery. Got to do it. It's the only way to get through. When you guys are when they're having a 2-hitter, you got to put pressure on the battery.
Now we got Urshela up. It's like I feel like we have no shot right now. I feel like there's no way this is going to be a good. That's the issue. It's like Gio's been so way worse than I thought.
Yeah.
He's had a couple big hits at the beginning of the year. He had a big hit.
He'd be a big hitter in the Guardians lineup right now, though. 228 with the 611 OPS.
Oh. Look at that. I mean, just a lazy fly ball, man.
Yeah.
Lazy fly ball. Never even had a chance, man.
Yeah.
Just, it's like, that's the thing to Bill's point. It's like, why isn't Muncy in there? You're right. I like Urshela doesn't give you any chance, man. To his point, it's ridiculous, man.
Is there something to be said though for getting Urshela at bats so we can get him right? And also maybe feature him to maybe move him. Got to play him if you're going to move him.
I mean, what a bunt, Schumann. Good for Schumann's always figuring it out. He should be seeing more run this year.
Yeah.
That was good. He was awesome last year, man.
Yeah.
2 for 2.
That's how you do it, right? Like we needed that higher up in the lineup today, when the pressure was there to keep the lineup turning over. Get to the next guy. Let the next guy have a shot to do something, right?
Just first pitch goes right after it. First and third. Lawrence, Come on now. That's what you're paid for.
Yeah, I mean, this is where like he should be comfortable right here. He should like I've seen this guy this third time. I should be able to deal with him. Come on, Lawrence.
All right. It's a good pitch. Good lay off it. All right. There we go.
That's one way to do it. That's one way to do it. Yeah.
Gets us on the board.
Yeah. We'll take it. We'll take a break. We had been due for some kind of a break for a while now. Now we got to run second. Lawrence is up. Bates knock here, scores a run. Get right back in this game.
Oh, 1-2. All right. Good pitch. Nasty. That was low. 2-2. That was a good take.
I like that. I like getting this count being deep. Williams definitely is struggling with location after that last ball went back to the wall.
All right.
Yep.
Just a full.
He's going to have to get it right over the plate, man. If I'm Butler, if anywhere near the middle of the plate, I'm ripping with bad intentions. And if it looks like it might all be out of the way, you gotta let it go.
Jesus. Oh
man. Credit to Williams. Good pitch at the right time. Yeah. Come on, Booney. We got to run. We got on the board. All we got to do is keep going. So tell us the rest of that story, man. So you're not going to lie.
Oh, so I'm not gonna lie. So they're asking like everything wasn't even close to what was going on in the investigation, but it was brutal, man. It was just brutal when that point shaving came up. I mean, a good buddy of mine was on the team by the name of Chris Herron. The feds called him in, and they're like, the feds are brutal. The president kind of lured him to the university and was, hey, I want to talk to you. And when he came into the president's office, he left the office and 2 federal agents walked in and basically telling the kid, hey, we can do whatever the hell we want to you. Lock you up, this, that. Scared the shit out of him. And there was nothing. The investigation was, they wanted to get the program. They wanted something high profile, which that program was. And it didn't turn out to be anything. No one got charged. Nothing happened. And again, it was just all on in an article by Adrian Wojnarowski that ruined a lot of lives that he probably might have not even should have put out. But 5 curveballs, yeah. If Butler had a first time at bat, they should have pulled him.
And shame on Fresno State for not saying, hey, if you're going to talk to our players, there's going to be a lawyer present. Just right from the start.
But you're talking about the federal government too, right? So they can 100%. I agree with you 1,000%. It was handled poorly, but
they shouldn't have a 21-year-old non-player talking to the feds
he was
about a lawyer. No, I'm saying you, like even you,
right?
Who's, it's going to get on my soapbox. You don't have to trust the authorities. You get to have a lawyer.
Yeah, this absolutely. Now, I mean, this was back in 1998. So, things were obviously different as far as the information we had access to. I mean, now.
But this is an important thing to say. Set aside Fresno State. Whenever a fake confession comes out, there's not a lawyer around. So when they're going after something, it's absolutely to everybody's advantage to say, hey, I need a lawyer. If you run a program with a bunch of kids from the hood who don't know all this stuff, you got to protect those guys and say, you're welcome to come talk to our player. Here's a counsel for all the entire team. Start with him and they'll schedule everybody. And then the feds will be like, fuck. And you go down a different route and people's lives don't get destroyed by a reporter and, the FBI doing their job.
Yeah. So says Pete. No question. That's it for Springs. 4 innings, 5 runs. He got hit kind of pretty good today. I was kind of a little disappointing outing for Springs. That's for sure, man.
Yeah.
That was
4 doubles. 4 doubles.
4 doubles, huh? Yeah.
Yeah. That's not the best. If you're going to look for things that are the best, that's not it.
No, it's not. No, it's not. He got hit. That's supposed to be our guy, too.
Yeah.
Scheffler won the British Open. Jesus. No drama. Yeah, he's good, isn't he?
Yeah.
Scotty Scheffler, another major. He's dominant right now. Okay. That's the lazy fly ball. Kelly's been really good for us this year. Picked him up in 2023 off waivers, free agent from the Guardians.
Yeah.
The Guardians.
He has been good. He has been good.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm saying. Like, we don't have to always get the greatest player in the world on the team. You get a guy like Kelly, he does a job. Right now, he's going to come in and get us through this inning, nice and clean. We need more guys like that are commonly available.
Yeah, no, you're right. A 13 innings pitch, shoot 9 hits, 2 runs, ERA 1.38. He's been great.
Yeah, we'll take that, right?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Final line.
Q 5-run rally. No, but I mean, Kelly is the kind of guy that is available. Any team can get him. And even if the guy is sub-major league level, he's like, a AAA player or depth organization. Those guys bolster the organization. It gives you the ability to patch over holes when you get them. And so a guy like Kelly is tremendously valuable to an organization.
Second round pick, Flea. Second round pick, 2011, out of junior college kid, JUCO,
Right.
West Boca Raton Community College. Second round pick by the Padres in 2011. Second round, close.
Yeah.
Close, same thing.
Oop.
Oh, Pete.
Hey,
Battery.
I'll be right back. I'm not going anywhere. I got my
Okay.
battery right here.
All right.
I got too excited about the game.
Yeah. Close though, but he's been good, man. I mean, final line on Springs, 4 innings, 9 hits. I mean, geez, that just can't happen. 5 runs, 5 earned, 4 Ks.
Yeah.
Every time, guys, every time you think we're going to turn the corner, we have a matchup that is favorable for us the next day. It's been going this way. It's been going this way,
Yeah.
man. Oh. Yeah, I mean, even that last pitch to who was it? Fry. He rolled that over. I mean, the kid rolled that freaking over. I mean, it was a good pitch on the outer half.
Yeah, just didn't get the outcome. Yeah.
3 runs. I mean, it should be 2-1 right now.
It should be 2-1. Yeah. And by the way, the offense has to do their job, right? And
Offense has to do their job. Yeah.
We didn't get a great start, but a winnable start from Springs,
We've given up 3 hits.
Yeah.
A solid hit by Soderstrom, a bunt single by Schumann, and a, halfway line drive to Harris would have made that play at third base. Hey, I don't know. I think it was just bad luck. Sci-Fi, I know. It was just bad luck.
Yeah.
Hey, believe me, I don't want Urshela in the lineup either, man. Oh man, I don't. That's some of the stuff that just Kotze does.
Yeah, it's
like you're gonna play. All right, I'm okay with Schumann coming in there. Urshela is just giving you nothing all year, man. Hey, Muncie's 20. You want the young guys to play. He's 22 years old. Or Andahar. I mean, whatever. It's not, there's no righty lefty type deal there. You are putting an inferior, whatever. I'm just not with it. Urshela should be stuck to coming in late game as a defensive replacement.
I mean, yeah, or just cut him.
It's where when we have Muncie, Urias, Harris available. Yeah. Kotze is all over the place. I thought Kelly was our setup man.
You know what?
Hey, Bill, honestly, when Kelly first came in, I was thinking the exact same thing. But I was too rattled by, losing, and that's a 1-2-3 inning. But yeah, I'm with you, Bill. I thought he was our setup man too. I don't know. I mean, who is our setup? Do we have a setup man?
No, because we win by 7 runs, we lose by 10. It's a mess, man.
No, but I mean, who? If we were to come in with the setup man, Justin Sterner pitched yesterday in garbage time when the game was 8-2. He pitched a useless night. Alvarado better not be our setup man. I don't care how he's been doing lately. That guy is on the verge of getting hit any day. Alvarado's not good. Ginn is not a setup. Hogan Harris, no. Newcomb's great against lefties. Yeah, who is our setup man?
Yeah.
Maybe they just want to get him some work.
This
So
is
the
the
All-Star
thing
break
about
is
where the
work.
A's are at right now. They've got to acquire the right kind of talent so they can build a bullpen that can do all of these things. And setup man aside, if you have a guy that comes in when you need him, right then we needed a guy, just stop everything. You know, they're still in this game. We don't have enough of those arms to go out and reliably know, like, hey, we can cover 5 innings in the back end of the bullpen, you know, and do it well. We don't have that right now.
Jesus, Booney, do they sell any Ace players character T-shirts? Yeah, they did, man. They had a couple cool ones. I don't have any of those T-shirts. One were the Bash Brothers. Were kind of what we're looking. It was like
there's one with Eckersley.
Yeah, there was a few. Yes, there was a lot of those, man. They were great T-shirts. I wish they had. I still have a picture. It's kind of jacked up of Canseco and McGuire when they were just absolutely just juiced out. Just full on roid out, you know. So that's kind of a little, you know, it's a little broken up right now. And same thing with I had a real nice one of the Sports Illustrated signed by Dwight Clark on the catch. But nothing else, man. Nothing else.
We're coming into the top of the 6th here, right? We got the sweet spot of the lineup. These guys have all seen Williams twice. This bodes well for the offense. Here's the time right now. They've paid the dividends. They've worked the accounts. He's at 80 pitches right now. Williams is gettable. Wilson, Kurtz, Rooker, Langeliers, Soderstrom. That equals at least 2 runs if they can get to that part of the lineup. So says Pete.
Yeah, you've been jinxing us all game.
He's gonna run out of jinx power.
How's Ferguson doing in Vegas? He's had a couple outings where his first couple outings were rough. As of late, he had a good outing last night. Let me tell you what he's officially doing, his numbers. I was just looking at it. 4 games, 5 innings pitched, 5 hits. So no runs, right? He has a 0 ERA now, but that's a little misleading. 5 runs, none earned. So make that how you want to hit it hard. Golly.
Yeah.
So he has a 0 ERA, but again, 5 runs, 0 earned. How that came about, I don't know. He still has 5 hits there too in 5 innings, which isn't good. Jerry Garcia limited hat. I have not seen that RDA. 1 out. I mean, just ain't that good. I mean, ain't that good. Shoot, just come on. I mean, what's the pitch count? The thing with the 84. The thing with the Cleveland though is their bullpen's lights out. All right, baby, Kurtzy.
Yeah. See, there we go. There we go.
Jesus, this kid.
I know.
Attaboy, literally has us on his back, man.
Is he now the Rookie of the Year leader?
I mean, it's hard not to with Wilson slumping.
Yeah.
And Kurtz has that average at like, what is he now? 270.
To the minute, 272 with a 940 OPS.
Yeah, ridiculous. So
yeah,
it's hard not.
And Wilson isn't far behind. He's 823. A 100-point difference in OPS isn't that big.
No, but you know, Kurtz has the 18 bombs.
Yeah, 18 bombs and the ability to do that where Wilson is more going to have to earn it on average, you know?
Yeah. Oh, Rook, man. Rook.
But this, you know, I always talk about how like this reminds me of the mid 80s, you know, the Bash Brothers teams, they were coming up. And when McGuire and Steinbach showed up in 87, I mean, this team was set, right? This team is in very similar position where they have a ton of talent. Augment a little bit here and there. And yeah, you know, it would have been great to see them arrive fully for the playoffs this year. And then maybe they still have. But next year, I think, is looking really, really good. I'm not trying to quit on this year, but that's where this team is. They're close. They got to fix a couple of things. They'll fix them.
The MLB draft's a little jacked up, man. I mean, because everything comes down to that bonus slot and so forth. You know what's one thing that's screwed up about another strikeout by Rook? Rook, man, when he's been going, I mean, I can't really say anything about Rook because he's been tearing it up, but him and Butler, 0 for 6 strikeouts.
Yeah. Need something from those guys.
The thing with the MLB is you can't trade picks. Every other sport, you can trade picks.
Yeah.
You can't trade, like, for example, Luis Severino for a 2028 fourth rounder. You know what I mean? You can't do any of that. And it's just all that slot. And, a big reason why the Angels got Bremer in number 2 overall. So there's some things with MLB. I think the pitch clock's a home run. I really like that. Oh, God darn it. I think the pitch clock's a home run, but there's some things that it seems like would be easy fixes. Like the blackouts is stupid.
The blackouts are stupid.
Maybe you're trying to grow the grit game. Well, why do you do that? It's just dumb.
I was paying for the Dodger package, and when I left market, all of a sudden I was blacked out, and I'm paying for the package.
Dumb.
Like, that's dumb. If I buy the package, I have the package. I can watch it wherever I want. And for whatever reason, I wouldn't be able to do it. Maybe I screwed something up, but it wouldn't work for me. I'd push watch now. They're like, nope, sorry, blacked out. And I'm like, what the fuck? It's like, come on, man. Yeah, it's frustrating. It's frustrating. And if you wanted to watch one game, like right now, I've got an embargo on my MLB account because they won't give the warmonger access to the data to look at pop flies. And so I'm like, I'm just stopping my Dodgers account. So right now I'm paying MLB no money for any of the things I look at. And I would pay for today's game, but I won't because they don't let me do that. I just want to buy today's game. Allow me to buy it for whatever it is, $2, whatever it's going to be. $2 would be $60 a month rate, right? That'd be fair. They don't even let you do that, and maybe no one cares about that. But they definitely have to fix it.
What you can do, I haven't done it, but what you can do, you ever do My VPN?
No, I haven't done that.
So with My VPN, you just basically change the location, and you can get it. Like, for example, if I want to get an A's game locally, I change the location in New York and be able to get it. Yeah, not that I would do that, but just saying that's what you
right. Yeah. There's always ways to do it. Yeah.
When you look at the A's since they moved to California, they had 2 of the worst owners in professional sports.
Is that Haas and Hoffman?
Hoffman. You're talking about Hoffman shot Wolf and Fisher.
Yeah.
Well, the A's deal, get a Fire Stick and download Cody. Okay. Yeah. I mean, they've made it clear Badeau is in now, huh? So who the hell are we going to be as our 5th starter?
I don't know. But let me go back to Bill real quick here. That's a bunch of nonsense, man. You got to do better than that. When you say stuff like that, you have to have a command of what a good sports owner is and what a bad sports owner is, and then know about all the sports owners that are out there. Just to say something like that, got to do better than that. Because all of the owners put winners on the field. And if you don't want winners in the field, that's fine. But I think the standard is hire talent in the front office, put winners on the field. And if you want to say that's a bad owner, I don't agree with you.
Finley, Charlie Finley. Yeah, I mean, I think it really comes down to what's the definition of a bad owner?
Yeah, right.
Because you could look at owners. So you could look at owners in 2 capacities, right? Let's say I had 0 interest in baseball whatsoever. And let's say Major League Baseball was a publicly traded company, which it's not. But for this argument, let's say it was. And I didn't care about baseball. I would think John Fisher is the best owner, period, right? Because all he's thinking about is profit, profit, profit. Now, and I would think the Dodgers owners, well, they're probably, they're, again, as far as revenue. Now, if I'm a baseball fan and I care about, hey, who we're signing, how are we going to get better on the field, how's the team, then I'm going to look and say, hey, or my baseball experience at the stadium, then I may look at Fisher and say, hey, be on Bill's side. He's one of the worst owners. The question is, what is the does it fall somewhere in the gray? As far as what a good owner is and what a bad owner is. Is it about profitability? Because any business you have outside of sports, your as far as what makes you successful good or bad is based on revenue. It seems sports franchises is the only thing that does not go by that model, right?
Yeah.
It goes by, wins, losses, signing free agents, how much you spend, new stadium, etc. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is on that. So,
but we do see what bad owners might look like. The Marlins aren't owned and run well. They've been trying to sort that out. They're in a tough market. The A's were stuck in a bad market, in a bad building. While the Indians were thriving and signing guys and buying out their RBers, the A's were stuck in the Coliseum with nobody there, right? And so how do you do that? Was Finley a good owner or a bad owner? World championships. Oh my God! And then also hires Jocketty. I believe. Who else did he hire? He hired a bunch of people who ran clubs decades later. That's a mark of a guy who does things. We overplay how much an owner is involved. Is George Steinbrenner a good owner or a bad owner? He got suspended from baseball, for doing things. He caused all kinds of infighting on his teams, but he won worlds. So is he a good owner or a bad owner? It's Carl Pohlad who got wealthy foreclosing on farms in Minnesota. Was he a good owner or a bad owner? I don't know. It's harder to say. And so we can't just say, oh, the A's had the worst owners. I don't know that that's true. Maybe they had some mediocre owners. And just because they don't buy the player that we want at the time or they trade a good player doesn't make them a bad owner, because that might be a bad GM. And the GM maybe is working under a frame that the owner sets. But we can't just say they're a bad owner. It's really barely about owners. It can help to have a good owner. But the Mets have spent way more money than the A's ever would have spent the last 50 years. And they have one
0.
title. I'm saying 50. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And
So
they really
it's
haven't
not
had
as
many
black and white as that.
postseason appearances either.
Yeah. No, right. And they've spent a ton of money. They spend
A lot.
So it's not just spending money. You have to spend money well. And you have to build a franchise. The Dodgers do well because they invest in that franchise top to bottom, but they also have unlimited revenue. They have Japan just buying tons of Dodgers things right now. And so you're competing with that. And their front office is light years ahead of everybody else. What the A's should do, they want to compete, is go start poaching front office talent out of the Dodgers organization, because they can't promote enough guys. What's up, Gravity? Which doesn't give Fisher a pass, right?
Yeah.
But we can't just say worst sports owner ever. You're going to have to. We have to do better than that, and the fans got to do better than that. We could say if he's the worst owner, then the A's are the worst fans the last 50 years.
Right.
You know, and if we want to wear that, then fine, let's do it.
Yeah, if you're going to base it on that, and the idea of the worst fans base, I don't agree with that. I just don't think there was enough of them.
And I'm not saying that's the case, but some fan bases are above average, some are below. And there's no way around it. The A's are below average fan base, right? When you want to look at just straight averages.
No question. And you could put that on Bay Area in general speaking, is a very, very, very bad fan base. Generally speaking, when you look, that's not a slight on the Bay Area. It's just what it is.
Yeah,
when you look at it compared to the rest of the country, right? You look at college football, right? There is not a worse fan base in college football than California. The only school really in all of California that has a good fan base is University of Southern California. That's it. Throughout the whole entire state, it's been like that for a long time. And I just think you have a lot of variety in California, in the Bay Area. There's a lot of different things to do. It's expensive to be out here. It's tough to get from spot to spot versus other places in the country. But
yeah,
I remember first worrying about attendance back in the late 90s. I never worried about attendance, man. Probably 10, 15 years ago. It wasn't long ago until I started looking at it. Boy, Soderstrom, get out. Nope, lazy fly ball. Felt like it was getting out. Top of 7, 5-1 here. Williams still in, still cruising, man. Just same thing, same story with this damn team. Same thing, same story. Same thing, same story. Phrase my family Walnut Creek and St. Giants Clubhouse store in McCovey in downtown was concerning. That's a good call.
Yeah. Not open anymore.
No, not open anymore, right? Yeah.
Which kind of goes to what you just talked about.
Yeah.
You know, it's tough, man. We have so many nice things to do in the Bay Area. I don't live there now, but I live in California. There's just a lot of other things to do. I'm confident that there are as many people at an A's game as there are in a garage in the Bay Area working on a race car. There's so much racing culture out there. Yeah. Boats. You think there aren't more people on boats in the Bay Area than are at an A's game? It's nice to live there. There's a lot of things to do.
There's a lot of things to do. There's a lot of things to do. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's big too. Spread out. Yeah. So
this isn't talked about much too. This is not the owner's fault. This is just how it is. The geography of the Bay doesn't make it easy to get to Candlestick. But if you want to come from the north and go to an A's game, how are you going to get there? Are you going to go across the Richmond Bridge to drive all the way through Berkeley? I mean, come on, that's an over hour long commute to get to something that's 30 miles from you. And some places can do it, but it's just very hard to get to all of the crowd.
Yes. Yeah, 100%. And the Niners in Santa Clara is tough to get to now, man. That's a hike. It's just it's not really, everything's hard. I mean, even the thing that makes it easy for the Giants, which helps them a lot. Oh, what a play. Jesus, what a play. Is the train, obviously, is the train.
Yeah.
5-1, seventh inning stretch.
Yeah.
Same crap, man.
The one thing that bothers me about the A's right now is with the offense that they have, I still feel like they've lost this game. You know, you reach a point of like, they're just not going to break through today. You know, they don't have that thing where they're able to get over that next batter to get through Langeliers to Soderstrom to get that hit. They're just missing that.
For me, it doesn't feel like they have fight in them. You know, they're a team where when adversity hits, they have a hard time overcoming them. When things are going good, they roll with it. Yeah, sure. Did we see that comeback the other day against Cleveland on Friday? Yeah, but that hasn't happened often. This team is not a tough team, man. Also, a little sad to see baseball fields in the Bay Area no longer used for baseball. Yeah, a little bit of everything, right?
Yeah.
You got a lot of those multi-type of fields right now that are for baseball, that are for soccer, that are for football, everything.
Yeah. You think about this too, like if you're a parent, you do what your kid does. If your kid gets into motorcycle riding, which is bigger than it's ever been in the Bay Area, then you don't go to A's games, you know, or Giants games. You just do that thing. If your kid's into skateboarding, a lot of people skateboard in the Bay Area. That's what you do. You take your kid down to San Jose to that skate park. You're going over to the one in Berkeley, and you don't have time. You don't have time for baseball. And so that's the competition for people is hard, especially in a place where you can go outside and do anything you want. And California is one of those places. The whole thing is, you know, how do you build a fan base? They don't go to the stadium very much. Not everybody wants to buy season tickets. And if the corporations don't support with boxes and luxury suites and luxury seats, money gets real short. And going back to the business side, Booney, if I'm like, hey, I'm trying my best to sell these box seats, boss, but I can't, you know, because there's just no businesses close in the area that want to do it. You know, it's awful hard to like justify spending a bunch of money on Gio Urshela, you know, just because it might work out or something, just to spend money, right?
Yeah. Ironically, the A's and Howard Turner would have the exact same issues signing free agents as the Giants, even at Oracle. Vegas will be a destination for a. I agree, Gravity. I think what mid-20s kid would not want to be in Vegas playing baseball every single day in that city with the money they have. I agree. I think Vegas is a home run. But, you know, obviously we'll see.
Well, the owner has to figure out how to get it right, right? And I would say that they need some kind of celebrity owner. I mean, that's very common now. Celebrities are buying into F1, they're buying soccer teams, and these guys want to invest in things that win. The amount of money they could make, given on what the Raiders have just done, it's off the charts. So if you get a huge celebrity to be the celebrity face of this team and take that burden off of John Fisher, the organization gets better in an instant.
Do they still do bicycle protests in the Bay Area, shutting down all traffic? I haven't seen it for a while, RD. I may not have been aware, but if there's something, yeah, I mean, they're not shy. I've seen it before. I don't remember exactly when I've seen it. I don't know where these. Hey, God bless you if you're going to go protest. Good for you. I have zero.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to be at no protest anytime soon for any reason.
Right, yeah. Exercise your rights for sure.
I mean, good for you if you're doing it.
Yeah.
But yeah. 100 million in Vegas, Nevada goes farther. You think so? Yeah, I would say, ooh, what a bomb that was. There we go. There's Bedeau. There's the Bedeau we know.
Oh my God.
104 off the bat, 6-1.
Well, since we're at a lull in the game, I just found out on my phone here that a good buddy of mine, Phil Green, passed away last night. He had ALS. Yeah, and he was a champion in the ALS world, became very successful in helping to fight for that. And so I'd be a poor friend if I didn't introduce you all to my friend Phil Green, who was an incredible man before he got ALS and told me a long time, taught me a lot about living while he lived with ALS. We used to go on road trips together, which is not gentle work. That's hard work to do, to take him out. He's like, hey, I've got a great life. Every one of my days is great. And the day I die is going to be a great day. So this is my hat tip to Phil. I'm going to go check in on his family soon, but
yeah,
live a good life. Don't worry so much about the owner of baseball teams.
Yeah, you're right. 100%. We get too, you're right. In the whole sense of things, there's a lot more things to worry about than we have it pretty damn good for sure. No question about it. No question about it. 100%.
Yeah.
How old was he?
He's basically my age, 55. He's almost the exact same age as me, and he's had it for about 6 years. And I'm not sure if he picked his end and said that was it, but yeah, we'd done a lot. We'd gone to, he was part of the reason why ALS became the thing for MLB officially, a couple years back. And so we went to Giants games, A's games, Dodger games, all kinds of games. And he was real important dude in that community and forced the politicians to really look at that. It's a very unique disease, and it doesn't abide regular scientific method. It's too specific. So your version of ALS will be completely different than mine. And when you do scientific testing, it just doesn't work for them. So he worked hard to create a lot of adaptability working through Apple. I mean, it's really an incredible life. And also national champion with UW up north in football back in the early 90s. So there you go. And his kid is a punting and kicking machine. He's going to play for San Diego State this year.
Wow.
The portal, transferring from Northern Colorado. His name's Hunter Green. So if you guys see Hunter Green, know that his kid he's Phil's kid, and Phil was a wonderful man. And hats off to Jennifer also, who took care of Phil and caretaking, not easy work. So Phil Green, everybody.
Wow. All right. Wow. Sorry to hear that.
Hey, you know what? We can get out today. We can get Jose Ramirez out today. Mr. Hall of Fame, Mr. Top 10 third baseman of all time.
I see Locker cricket playing on local fields when I was growing up with kids. Yeah. You know what the whole thing is, guys? Even pickleball, right? Pickleball is becoming more popular than anything else.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that's a good point you're bringing out, Gravity and Flea, is people want to play it. They don't want to watch it, right? Baseball is not really a sport that, unless you're younger, you're going to go out and play.
Yeah. But think about the adults when we grew up, Booney. How many of them played a sport actively? Like none of them. Right. Now, all kinds of us play sports, and we're not done being athletes.
Yeah. No one has picked up Seth Brown, Bill. I don't know where Seth Brown's playing right now, even if he is. I don't know what he's doing. He's collecting that money. He still has that money.
Hey, good for him.
Contract.
my goal for every major leaguer is to get to that 10-year service time mark. I want all of them to get there. You know, I don't root against any of these guys.
Yep. Here we go. Top 8, guys. Badeau. And we got top of the order. No, excuse me. We do not. We have 912. 912. So
do you hit for Clarke here and try to push? Or you let Clarke bat and continue his development.
The thing is, who do you like? You put Andahar? Let Andahar pinch hit for anybody, right? And then what do? You go Andahar, pinch hit for them, and then you put Schumann in center, and then you put Schumann in center, Andahar at third. No, Shell is at third. And Muncie at second. I guess you can go. So now they're calling each other off. Yeah, they're doing something. That's only taken 5 months to figure out until on Friday night they had the same issue, which is kind of nutty to me. I don't know how that constantly happens, man. That is just crazy, man. Did you now when you were deployed, did you watch any baseball or anything like that?
You know, I was pretty busy. My job was such that I had to do all the pre-work, the regular work, and the post-work, and so I didn't have a lot of time. When it was possible to, and it wasn't always possible just because of technology, I would usually listen to MLB games while deployed. Some years they would have MLB would like just give us a subscription, you know, and you'd be able to log in, or at least the international being in Iraq, it's like we don't know what to do with that, so they would just let us. So I listened to like Vin Scully and who I like to listen to the radio broadcast for the most part. So I would put it on if I had time and it was quiet and I needed some background noise. That was the primary stuff. So in the chow hall, it always had some kind of sporting channel on, and you could do that. One of the chow halls on the main is a post complex in Baghdad proper. Many camps in one big camp, and one of them had a sports themed chow house that had like Alabama blanket and had all these big blankets from all the big schools. And someone up in the back of the rafters, almost in the kitchen, put a regular sized pennant up in this gigantic tent, huge tent, and all these huge, blanket sized things, and they put a Cal State Hayward pennant, and I'm like, that's my school. And I was like, I can't believe there's someone else here. Because even then it was Cal State East Bay, but there was this tiny like bedroom sized pennant up there. But yeah, I mean a little bit.
Hayward State first,
huh?
Hayward State it started.
Yeah.
I went to Hayward State for a quarter. There we go, Denzel.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service, Pete.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I was always aware. I kept track of baseball. Like it was one of my pastimes legitimately, where I wanted to read about something else than I would read about baseball. So I kept track as best I could, but I couldn't be I learned a lot more about that time after that time than when I was actually.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
How about Denzel's series, man? 5 for 10, 2 runs, 3 doubles, a triple. Pretty damn good.
Yeah.
So grab Salt Lake City from the East Bay. So Walnut Creek to Salt Lake City. Vegas A's are default 6-hour drive. Okay. Is that how long the drive is from Salt Lake City to Vegas? I thought it was shorter than that for some reason. All right. Butler needs to, he's 0 for 7 right now, 3 Ks in the series, 0 for 3 today. Be nice to get something going. Cade Smith on the mound for the Guardians. We're seeing someone different finally. Oh, man, Lawrence, you are hurting us, kid. You are hurting us. I just don't have the golden sombrero.
Yeah.
He's struggling, man. 0 for 3, 0 for 7 for the series. He's just up and down.
Yeah.
The Blue Jay series, he was 2 for 10.
Yeah.
His last good series was against the Braves. That's 3 for 13, and that's nothing special.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's done with him or like that, because he's still so young.
Nice, man.
But, there has to be some kind of a hedge out there where we find someone to do the job that he's supposed to do if he can't do it. That said, he might get hot in the next 2 months and completely save his season,
He's not even close. He wasn't even competitive, man. That's not even close. That's so bad. That's 4 for 4 Ks, all in crucial spots.
Yep. Yeah, we need that. I just put Wilson at the top and let Butler struggle lower in the lineup.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to do that. You're right. It's so bad. Oh man. Every time we got a leadoff double. Law Butler is the most overhyped player. I mean, Grav is he even hyped?
I don't even know if he's hyped anymore.
I don't even know if he's hyped.
Question.
I don't even know if he's gotten to the hype part. Man. I don't know. No. Sheesh. 0 for 4Ks. From your leadoff guy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
12 times we've struck out today.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of strikeouts. And by the way, Rooker's going to come up and have a chance to get a golden sombrero also.
All right, and another rough day for Wilson, man.
Yeah.
0 for 4, 2 for 13 for the series. 2 for 13 for Wilson this series. And against the Blue Jays, he was 2 for 9. That's 4 for 22. Against the Braves, he didn't play.
Well, there you go. We're going to be all right here. Going to get another one.
Attaboy Kurtz.
Yeah.
Another double for Kurtz. Atta kid. Kid's unreal.
Yeah. You talked to Timmy Fitz from the Single A Ports?
I still follow the Ports a lot religiously, but I haven't talked to Timmy Fitz, no. How about freaking Kurtz, man? 2 doubles. Kurtz is now 7 for 12, 3 doubles, 4 RBIs. Pretty impressive.
Yeah. I don't want to get too crazy here, but, we're owed a lot of hits in this game. So having a 2-out rally here, not impossible. Be nice to see. I keep waiting for the middle of the lineup to come through. A little bit of it has happened. But also, we could see Rooker strike out for the 4th time today, and I hope that's not the case. It's funny, in the win column, the A's, they aren't that far back from Cleveland. And Cleveland, not that long ago, was competing, with the Tigers, for the league lead, and the Tigers have pulled away quite a bit, but they're sort of close. If the A's can just get a little bit better at winning games, just a little bit, 500 is absolutely possible before the end of the year.
Strikeout, man.
Yeah, but not when you have 2 guys with golden sombreros.
4 days with Rooker, Jesus, man. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, Bill.
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah. I think everything's in play on this team. Kurtz has first base pretty much locked down, right? But and I guess
Wilson's at short. He has that.
Wilson's at short, right? So you need someone to be Wilson's caddy reliably, and then everything else is open. Every other position's in competition, including Langeliers. So why not?
Including Langeliers, yeah. 0 for 8, 8 Ks for those two.
Yeah.
I mean
that's
Wilson. I mean, look at Butler, Wilson, and Rooker. 0 for 12, 8 Ks.
Yeah.
Let's take it one step further. Butler, Wilson, Rooker, Langeliers. 0 for 15 with 10 Ks.
Yeah. I don't mind Wilson being 0 for 4, because his game is to make contact, and put the ball in play. And that's going to work out great some nights, and some nights it's not. That's his job, is to get the ball in play, and he's doing that. So that's fine. The ball's going to find the ground for him if he's going to put the ball in play that much. But yeah, Butler and Rooker, you got it. Yeah.
Butler's 116 strikeouts this year. What's he in the big leagues right now? I mean, I think he's up there now.
Yeah, he's got to be. Are you looking?
Yeah.
If you don't look, I'll look.
Why not?
Why not?
Jesus, this is so bad, man. Every time with this freaking guy. No, I mean 116. No, they already got that up 16. Now he stays at seventh in all of baseball.
Yeah.
Right behind Kyle Schwarber, O'Neill Cruz, Michael Toglia, James Woods, Ryan McMahon, Riley Green leads baseball in strikeouts.
Yeah, I mean, Wood, Schwarber, those guys deliver, so they can strike out all they need to, right?
Yeah,
man, John Moore, the seventh. I think that's on the money,
Trade Butler for pitching while he has some value.
He doesn't have any value.
The only thing I don't like about trading. Listen, at this point, the way I'm feeling, maybe, but pitching can just go out at any time. Get hurt. Hey, take care, Graf. Thanks for cruising. Bedeau, 3-1. This is just.
And what are you going to get for Butler? You got a guy that is.
That's the thing.
All potential.
Right.
So you're trading a project.
It's just he's having really just a rough. I mean, what's his?
Ask me after the game, and I'll be all positive about him again. Like, I'll give him time. It's in the mix. During a Golden Sombrero game, it gets hard to.
245. 245.
It's not good enough.
It's not good for all, man.
No.
Yeah,
I mean, 744 for an OPS is not horrible, right? And if you had a few more walks to go with those strikeouts, it wouldn't be as bad. But
that's why I don't like that OPS. I mean, I think it has some. Like, for example, I could tell, hey, Lawrence Butler's a 244 hitter. So 750 is supposed to be your cutoff. Like, hey, at 750, he's a good player, solid player at 750. Yeah. Lawrence Butler don't feel like on a borderline of being a good player.
Yeah, right. I mean, because we expect more out of him, right? That's the main thing.
I don't even know that. I mean, it's just, I mean, that goes for anybody. He feels like, to me, when I look at him, he feels like a 630 OPS guy, but he has stolen bases. He has a few bombs in there. He has doubles. He's seventh in the league in doubles. He's crushed in those categories. I mean, his numbers are perfect for what OPS calculates at.
Yeah.
Is Clarke hurt now? I didn't even see that.
So just to keep in mind, I'm looking right now at the numbers. The average OPS right now for the league in the AL is 717.
Is it really?
So,
so
that's where average is today.
Is he I guess he's an average player. Yeah, maybe that's about right.
Well, he's better than. I mean, look, the top, and this is on team, right? But that's how you work these things. If you have a 740 batting OPS, you're in the top 4 team-wise. So the teams that have those are Mariners, Tigers, Red Sox, and Yankees. They're all above 740, right? And so that kind of gives you an idea of the caliber of player he is based upon teams. And you would say Seattle, Tigers, Red Sox, and Yankees are good teams. So he is a very solid piece, but he's just so inconsistent. I think that it drives us a little bit crazy. Look at some more numbers for him. Yeah, this is as of yesterday. He's 4th in the league in strikeouts, and now maybe 2nd after today because he was closely bunched. That is not very good. What is he good at? He's got a lot of total bases. Got a lot of total bases. He does that well. Yeah. I mean, he just needs to get on base a little bit more.
Disappointing game. What is our numbers this today? I mean, we've got how many knocks? Unreal. 2, 3, 5, 6 hits today. 4 by Kurtz and Schumann.
Yeah.
Kurtz, look at this series. 7 for 12, 4 runs, 3 doubles, a triple.
He wants to keep facing the Indians. He's like, give me more. Give me more Indians. Blue Jays end up topping the Giants 8-6.
They did win, huh? They held on.
Their hot run. Yeah, only team this month that knocked the Blue Jays back were the A's. Took 2 out of 3 from them. Everybody else, they've either walked for a sweep or been 2-3. So they've done really well for themselves.
We had that deadly combo of who are we having that? There we go, Badeau, another freaking hit. Attaboy. We had that deadly combo of Severino, Lopez, and Springs.
Yeah, so deadly. Mets and Reds are having a good one. 8th inning, tied 2-2. Bottom of the 8th is coming up, and we got Soto facing Sutter. That's a good game to look at in a few minutes here as our game winds down.
The base is loaded.
Yeah.
Oh. And tomorrow we got tomorrow the A's are in Texas. Jacob Lopez against Jack Leiter. 5:05 first pitch tomorrow. We announced the start.
Good chance for the A's to take on an intra-division rival, right? Pick up 2 wins, make up some ground on the division.
And then we're undecided against DeGrom.
Bullpen game. I'll throw him.
Wonder if JJ Blade will tonight in Vegas or he'll fly out to join the team. Why was he for who? For Denzel? Is Denzel that hurt? I haven't heard any news, RD. I haven't seen that he's hurt at all. I'm sure he is. I believe you. I don't know how serious or what, but that's a bomb. Sack fly, 7-2. Bottom of the order. Oh, man. Angels taking care. Angels are rolling up the Phillies.
Yeah. I like to see that. Really what I like to see for the Angels is putting Kenley Jansen in save situations because I want to see him continue to climb the ladder. You know, if things work out right, he should pass Lee Smith this year and be in 3rd place all time. If not, it'll be early next year. And that's a lot of fun.
Base hit. Fuck, man. 8-2. Now it's a blowout.
Yeah.
Come on, Badeau. He pulled up running the bases. So. But wasn't that him in center who just fielded it?
No. Clark's out of the game for sure.
Is he?
Yeah, Schumann is in center field right now.
Yeah, that's Schumann. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's funny. Baltimore started out the year as a favorite, possibly to go to the playoffs, and they're about as good as the A's are right now. But they're up 5-2 on the Rays. They got a rain delay going on. But the Orioles are a mystery also. I mean, there's a team that's loaded full of talent, and they're struggling to sort it out. Jackson Holiday can't get above average. Henderson is not the player he was 2 years ago. It's tough around here.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah. Yeah, you could say that again.
Hey, look at this. Cubs and Boston are getting after it. 1-run game in the bottom of the 6th. Combined 10 hits. It's a pretty damn good game right there.
All right, 6th and the 9th.
Crazier things have happened. We got 11 days to the trading deadline, man.
11 days. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. I think it's gonna be a quiet deadline. I've said that for a while.
Yeah.
But just don't overmake any moves. If it's not the right move, just hold pat.
Yeah. Yeah, but maybe DFA somebody if you can. And then if they,
the question is like who, right? So
yeah. Who do you DFA? Hey, keep in mind that you may have to trade them for a low return to somewhere else, or you may just lose them and pay them to be gone. But you got to get these young guys up.
DFA. I mean, who would you? I mean, the only guy I'm thinking that we could DFA. We DFA'd Pareda. Yesterday I think it was, and I think what's his name? Cortez took a spot on the 40-man, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Who do you DFA? Logan Davidson really hasn't been that guy. 27 years old. He's JJ Bleday.
You also got to have someone that you want to bring up and get on the field.
Right, and that's what I'm looking at right now. I mean, there's nobody. And we just don't have much in the minor leagues, right? I mean, is there anybody in the system right now? The only guy, and he's slumping like crazy, is Brett Harris. I'd want to take a look at Carlos Cortez. Colby Thomas ain't the guy. He's had his shot. Mason, I mean, Daryl Hernandez, we kind of know what we're getting from him.
How about Double-A? Who's down there that maybe could be pulled up?
Nobody.
Nobody really. Yeah.
No, I mean, you got some good young talent. You got Henry Bolte, but he's hitting 275, struck out 93 times. He's stolen, he's stolen 31 bases. He's 21 years old, young kid. But the jump is so huge. So it's like if these guys aren't dominating in AAA,
yeah,
especially in Vegas in that league where it's hitter friendly, they're not going to.
I was thinking about pitchers too, though. I mean,
we don't have anybody. Zero.
I don't think it's anybody worth pulling up.
Nope, not one. So my whole thing on the pulling up is you gotta, if he started pitching in Vegas, he's gotten hit too. Yeah. Woldichuk has pitched. He's gotten hit. The guy's just. I'm with you. 5 games. He started 5 games. 12 and a third innings. 9 hits. 14 runs. 13
nice little double by Langeliers finally getting himself on base.
Walks. 13 Ks. ERA 9.49. 0-3. So Gustavo Rodriguez, he's been killing it. I'm not opposed to that. That's the only guy I would go with. Is probably Rodriguez. Good call there. I mean, but he spent some time. I mean, he's come up too, right? He's been in Double-A. 9 games, 10 and a third, 7 hits, 1 run, .087 ERA. I'm all right with that. Ben Bowden. Yeah. The thing with Ben Bowden is way to go, Soderstrom. Bad boy. Thing with Ben Bowden, 30 years old, right? 30 years old. 1.41. He's good. He's had a hell of a year. He deserves a shot. No question. No question. It's literally like Maldonado's having a good year, but when he was up here, he got hit. Brady Bosso's been hurt. He hasn't pitched at all. Carlos Duran's getting banged around. Estuary Ruiz, that's the guy we got in the Duran trade, is up with the Dodgers now. Crazy. Morales has gotten hit. I don't think you could jump anybody from AA all the way to the majors.
No one we're starting their clock for, at least. That's for sure. Doesn't sound like it.
Mm-mm.
But I look too. I kind of saw the same thing, but it sounds like we're of the same mind there. There's we got Kurtz this year. We got Wilson this year. Those guys have been gangbusters.
Oh, way to go, Gio. Attaboy. Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, nobody. Attaboy, Gio. Easy to make some. Yeah, yes, sir. Absolutely. Hey, Russell, no one you're going to be debating on your podcast anytime soon with this A's team as far as getting on the Hall of Fame. I'll tell you that.
Definitely check out Russell's podcast. Soon. A case for the Hall of Fame.
For the Hall of Fame. Hey, there
Super
ain't a
good.
case to be made on this freaking team. Not one. It's unreal. Don't worry about that. No worries there.
Good to see Russell checking in, man. That's awesome. I love that dude. He's a lot of fun. Russell's an all-star for us. He loves the A's, puts a great show together. I'd like to see Schumann here just scratch a base hit together and extend the inning.
Oh, that's right. Urshela Kane. Oh, leadoff double.
Yep. And this the thing is, like, Soderstrom looks good on the day, right? 1 for 4, 1 run, but the timing, we didn't have the timing to get that hit when we needed it, or that second hit. And, this is like a thing that the A's are going to get better at doing, is finding that next hit.
Soderstrom was 1 for 10 in the series.
Yeah.
He stinks. Urshela 0 for 5 with 2 Ks. Is that all he has is 2 Ks? Good for you, Gio. Nice series, bud. Thought he struck out more than that. This is unreal. I mean, Shea, hey, way to go, Shea. He's had a good series, man. I mean, shoot, 6 for 13, 3 doubles, 2 bombs. Can't say anything about Shea.
Nope. The other day, Brian Wetzel and I did a show on catchers, and I was amazed at how few people can play catcher for any length of time. I know it sounds obvious, but it's incredible just to even play 1,000 games at catcher. It makes you just an elite player in the history of baseball.
And that'll do it. Yeah.
But you can't take Brody Brazil seriously. Like, I wouldn't even give him the airtime. He's not a serious person, and his news is tainted. You can tell what he's trying to do. He's trying to lather up people that are anti-A's fans. So don't give him any air. Just point him towards Duntov's videos and just say, deal with that, because it's there every day.
Yeah, he does a good job on those videos. Well, that was disappointing, guys.
Baseball on a Sunday afternoon. Nothing disappointing about that, Booney.
That's true.
A good day.
That is true.
Day.
That is true. Thank you for submitting Raiders channel videos. An hour long. You'll zoom in on everything that's going on. Yeah.
Yep. You sure will.
Tomorrow, guys, 5:10. First pitch. I don't think there's much to say on this one. Pete,
thanks for letting me hang out with you, Booney. And another hat tip to my buddy Phil Green. God bless and good life.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, guys, 5:10 tomorrow. Pete, thank you as always, my friend. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Take care, pal. Thank you for making Locked On A's your first listen today. For your second listen, check out the all-new Locked On MLB Game Night. Every game, every night, all season long. Get local analysis on a national scale. Find MLB Game Night on Locked On MLB on YouTube or wherever you listen to your podcasts.